Die Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referat.
This is the Opie and Anthony Channel, XM 105, Sirius 206.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Opie.
We're experts, and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
You dang open hand and don't listen to dang open hand.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Why?
Good fucking morning.
Why am I,
You guys sure you want to take tomorrow off? Because, with Howard not working, I think you guys should be live.
Shut your trap.
I think you guys should be live when Howard's not working.
Shut your yap.
He's barely live at this point.
Enough already.
You really, I think I'm going to have to talk to the guys, because I don't know, I think they should be here.
Oh, little Jimmy Norton.
I think I need to go down the hall and talk to those guys. You sure?
There will be no
I don't think it's
discussion.
a good idea that they should take tomorrow off like this.
Oh, no discussion.
Shut up.
Taking tomorrow off.
His logic is, well, it's good to have you guys live when Howard's not live.
It's like that happens 90% of the year.
Exactly.
What the fuck is...
Howard works 3 days a week. Don't worry about it. We're live a lot of days when he's not.
Maybe we should start working weekends.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm going to go talk to him.
Shut the fuck up. We're one of those shows that should be off this entire week. You're lucky if we came in 2 days.
Yes.
So
Everyone else is off.
So I'm calling it. This is our last fucking show of the year.
Everyone of any note is off.
Right.
And we are of note, my friends.
Who's working today,
note.
Sam Roberts?
Well, Alex Bennett is not, but he does have a fill-in, which is Richard Bay.
Richard Bay
is here today?
He's still alive?
You didn't see him yesterday walking around?
No!
He must look a lot different than we remember him.
What was Richard Bay about? I forget.
Richard Bay had the Richard Bay show.
I know. What was the Richard Bay show, though?
It was like one of those wacky shows.
He took over when Howard left the Channel 9 thing. Richard Bay show
he tried to be
came in.
wacky.
That's 20 years ago.
I know.
What has he done in the last couple?
What have
The
you done
Richard
for
Bay
me
show.
lately?
What the hell is a Richard Bay show?
He's
did
on
it on,
richardbay.org.
And he was one of the K-Rock fill-ins when
And
they
what
just throwing shows in at night. Yeah.
And what the fuck did Alex Bennett do in this past year that he deserves off today?
That's a great question, actually.
Snide looks.
I couldn't find him on this fucking service if you paid me. What channel is he on?
I can't answer that immediately. I'd have to
No one knows.
do some research on
He's just
that.
a grumpy old man that stares at us, wants some kind of confrontation, but he's not brave enough to start it.
Who, Alex Bennett?
Yes.
Sandusky. Oh.
But he's off, right? Who else is off?
I haven't seen the OutQ guys.
OutQ?
I haven't seen them yet.
They were here yesterday. I don't know if they're here today.
Howard's obviously off. The matchup's standing strong till Thursday.
All they do is play tunes.
Well, that's
easy.
the mashup.
I could do that in my fucking sleep.
To be fair, they're not actually live until 7 o'clock
Yeah,
anyway.
give me that
first
job.
hour is taped.
And it's the
Give me that
mashup.
job.
It is.
Please.
It's not a show.
It's the mashup.
here's
I
your-
said shows of note.
Here's your 20 songs, play them over and over again. That's an easy job.
Yeah.
You
So,
could be program director.
I mean, technically they're off too. Who else?
That guy from the sports show is on.
Steve Phillips?
Steve Phillips is on.
Kind of like the Steve Phillips. He's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, he's on.
At first, he
We
was.
say a lot of hellos in the bathroom.
We say a lot of hellos in the bathroom.
Yeah, but
Does it go any further?
We're not
Just
really
hello.
sure. There's a lot of hellos going on, though. I don't know what that leads to. Might lead to something. Who else?
That's all I can.
Yeah.
Off the top of my
Well,
head.
Gary's going to walk down the hall and talk to us? No, you're not.
Well, I mean,
No, you're not.
There will be no chat.
And don't say live reads and blah, blah, blah. This place did not do me one favor this year. I don't do them a favor back.
It's just a conversation.
Last show of the year. Let's enjoy ourselves.
Here's what I'll be hearing when he wants to talk. Man, get out of the way, savage. That's what's going to be happening.
And here's what I'll say. Dude, I'll talk to them. And then I'll see them January 4th.
Enabler. What?
That's just how I lie to get
Enabler. Get the fuck out of here. There's no loyalty in this place. It's every man for themselves. So this is our last show, and we're going to go step away and enjoy ourselves for a couple weeks.
Loyalty, schmoyalty.
Exactly.
I'm putting a dress on and getting in the lifeboat. I don't care. All for one. And all for one.
Shut up.
He just thought he might have a conversation about.
He's not having a conversation.
Conversation?
His conversation is happy holidays, and I'll see you in the new year.
Fuck that.
Toodaloo.
Merry Christmas.
Toodaloo.
That's what I say.
Anything
Merry
else
Christmas.
will be denied.
Oh.
Denied.
That's what we do.
Live reads.
That's how we roll.
Live
hey,
reads.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll fucking do whatever it takes. Stack them up, yo.
We'll do tomorrow's live reads.
You
today.
want them recorded?
Yeah, I don't
Find
care.
some time during the fucking between now and 10, and I'm all in.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll watch Anthony do live reads until he's fucking blue in the face.
I'll fucking rattle those things out in a second.
And me and Jimmy will just stare at him, man.
Be
We have
great.
no problem with that.
I got to run in and tape my Boneyard show like it's live.
Oh,
There you
everything's
go.
recorded in this day and age.
Sure is.
Quite Edward R. Murrow here, are we?
I think we did enough shows this year. Let's all relax, Gary.
Yeah.
I would love to know how many.
It.
Could someone, seriously, who's really good at math, I want to know how many shows we did about and how many shows Howard did about. I'd be curious to know that.
Everyone knows it's just a huge disparity there.
A massive disparity.
But then if you look at every other show, and, you know, I think we're on par with that. And we're the type of show that should, like, people don't expect us to be in. That's just it.
Right.
Like, when we were in yesterday, people were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are live today? It's like, yeah, we're the type of show that should be off.
Yeah.
I give myself a little pat on the back every so often for the show, and we should be off.
By the way, not one phone call yet. Know why? Because everyone else is off. The ride in today was weird. It was like a ghost town heading through Times Square.
90 miles an hour on the entire stretch of the Grand Central.
Yeah.
Up to the expressway, and then from, like, it gets a little trafficy, but from the Van Wyck all the way back into the down into the city, 90 miles an hour.
That coffee better
no one
be
on the
for
road.
me, man. Bring it over here. I'm ready for magic coffee. Thank you. So it was a quick ride in?
Yeah.
Nice.
I miss intern Max. He was good.
I think Matt.
What?
His
Is
name?
that his name?
Shit.
I think so. I think his name was
Listen, I
Matt.
forget so fast.
Yeah.
That intern's good, though, that guy.
Sal?
Oh, is that his name?
Yes, Sal.
Yeah, I don't
He's
even,
actually still
I don't
here.
even remember the good ones.
Oh.
That's how badly I don't remember the bad ones.
You're obsessed with Matt because you brought him up.
What? No, I just brought it up because
I
I
wouldn't
saw
even
Sal
have thought
come
of
in.
him.
I saw Sal come in and was like, he's a good intern. And then when you think of that, you think of the absolute opposite end of the spectrum and think of the shittiest ones we've had. And that's why that popped in my head.
This has to be the last show of the year because you can't bring in Christmas cookies the second to last show of the year.
Well, there's not just Christmas cookies there.
What's going on? Because I'm seeing a Tupperware.
Well, hold
thingy.
on. First of all, where'd you buy this from?
Yeah, where'd this shit come from?
Look at it. It has a bow. It has Christmas balls.
The bow was hand tied and by my glutton for punishment mother.
And the balls are of the Benoit variety.
Really?
I don't know why. She just calls me. Oh, I have some treats for the guys.
I'll be honest. I got to step out of character. I'm embarrassed.
You should be.
The shit we put her through and she made
Yesterday. It's not even like you put her through shit throughout. Yesterday you did it. And then she called me and I had to awkwardly go to the house, both of us knowing what we discussed.
By the way, yesterday's conversation with her was brutal. And what does she do? She turns around and makes this?
Yeah.
You could buy this in a store. Look how nice that looks.
You haven't even seen what's in the Tupperware.
Oh, shit. So, Anthony, what? You don't like the nuts you're saying?
I hate fucking anything that's supposed to be cakey and sweet and tasty that has nuts thrown in it. Fucks everything up.
What kind of nuts, though?
Any type.
What about a
like
good almond?
men's.
How about a good almond?
I don't like almonds. I don't like walnuts. I don't like peanuts in anything. Don't put fucking... Sometimes...
You don't like peanuts and stuff? You're not American.
Peanuts
Oh,
are
I know
a
why.
standalone nut.
Black man.
Let me just be honest with you. Peanuts, a standalone nut. You eat them alone. I don't like them in other things.
What about in a cookie?
No!
He doesn't like integration of any kind.
Right.
Food integration.
That horrible,
Is that a
fucking mixture,
Is that a pecan?
mongrel cookie.
Malata.
Is that a pecan?
Yeah, well, the platter
A pecan.
includes traditional cookies,
I don't like pecans.
pecan tarts.
Pecan? What'd you just say?
Pecan.
It's
Why fucking nuts?
And why pecan?
It's pecan
She
tarts.
tasked me. Your mother tasked me, and I shall have it for it.
Isn't it pecan?
There's fudge with no nuts.
Fudge with no nuts.
There's fudge with nuts.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's something I would like?
Yeah, open
Fudge.
that shit up.
Is there a white
Fuck
cookie?
the fudge.
There's cookies.
Why are we being so difficult? Look
Open
it
that
up. Look how
motherfucker.
beautiful
Grab
that
those
looks.
red balls.
Open it.
Could you make me one of those for my mom?
Look at the big ribbon.
I'd rather
bow
buy
tie
one
on
of
it.
those from your mom than go
Yeah.
to a store.
She should have a store.
Holy shit! Did she like individually sprinkle that stuff on each cookie?
Yes. Oh my
Oh, and
God!
she twisty
Yeah,
wraps it?
Of course, there's a
Well, she
twisty
wants to
tie.
keep it all fresh.
You wouldn't believe the instructions that she gave me after I left the house with these.
What were they?
what
I
were
was
the
just sitting there for
instructions?
15 minutes while she was telling me how to carry things and what to refrigerate and for how long.
Oh boy.
Seriously?
And, yeah,
Oh my god!
she takes this shit very seriously.
You Roberts are all needy.
Yeah.
All want attention.
Okay. Of course, there's a layer of cellophane over the plastic.
Why wouldn't there be?
It's taking forever.
Holy shit! What the fuck is she packing up for?
I wouldn't be surprised if each cookie's individually wrapped.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're taking off the last layer.
Sure, why not?
How many layers have you taken off so far?
3.
It's like using birth control and a condom. Oh.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wow.
There
He
you go.
wraps his dick like his mom wraps pastries.
That's right.
So
Crazy.
cellophane, and then that plastic, like that plastic wrapping,
Yeah, plus-
decorative wrapping, and then what else?
Well, it was tied with a ribbon, but under the ribbon was a twisty tie.
Right.
And then it was also tied with 2
But then
little
wasn't it in
ornaments.
another bag just to get it over here?
Well,
Yeah,
I
and then it
needed
was
a
carried in a
twisty
bag.
tie under the ribbon because I didn't want it slipping off. Sam, give them the cookies.
Do you smell that?
Yeah.
You smell that? Cookies. Love the smell of cookies in the morning. Smells like fat.
All right, hold on. Why don't you explain this shit? I see the fudge.
Come on,
Let's go
Andy,
again.
hitting the wire into the cookie.
What is this?
That's a pecan tart.
Fuck that.
Just
With
try
some
it.
apple.
Pecan
No.
tart.
Try the pecan tart.
No, what is this?
That's what happens when the
fudge.
pecan's
Fudge.
mother drinks.
No. Is that no nut fudge?
That's no nut fudge.
Why
Fine, I'll
are
have
you
one of
yelling
those.
at the cookies?
I hate that
What's
she
wrong?
put fucking nuts in everything and fucked my whole Christmas
What
up.
about the cookies?
What's the one
Fuck
Jimmy's
the
eating?
cookies.
That's a pecan tart.
No, isn't that different than those things over there?
No, the ones over there, I think those are
Coconut
rum,
balls?
Yeah, rum coconut balls.
I don't need rum.
shit.
Coconut
No.
I'm
balls.
alcoholic. She wants me to drink.
Yeah, she does.
She's trying to ruin me, Sam's mother.
Yeah, I think that's
Wait,
right.
you know the rum and some of that cooking
I don't
shit you
trust it.
can't even.
I don't trust it.
Okay, fair enough. And what about the Christmas cookies themselves?
Those are just delicious.
That fudge is pretty goddamn good. I gotta give you that.
Okay.
Goddamn, that's some good fudge. I don't know if it's worth $5.
Wait, she might
It's made from scratch, by the way.
she might pull out the cookie victory on the last show of the year.
Got no
That's
bourbon
the
in it?
goal.
Oh shit!
You wanted me to open this?
What's that?
What is
Shit.
This is
What kind of cookies?
Just eat one.
she not only wants to be the cookie champion. I think she's going for the entire title today. Sam's mom, baking champion of the Opie and Anthony show. That is a key lime pie.
I've never.
She was so. You see those little lime slices on the?
That's a beautiful key
She
lime
bought.
pie.
She bought tiny limes.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't slice them until I got to the house.
Wow.
Like she took the pie out and put the little tiny limes.
Yeah.
Looks like a chintzy helping of limes, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's not.
Let me tell you something about the cookies.
Yeah.
Very dry and a little bland.
What's wrong with you?
They're a little bland.
A little bland.
Like, I'll be honest with you, there's no real, like, oh, that's a
boy.
good cookie. It's just like, all right, I'm
boy.
chewing
Yeah.
something crummy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Crummy.
Right? It's crummy.
That's right, in many ways.
Yes.
Yeah, Jimmy's complaining. I think that's
I'll
like
have 2 cookies.
I'm not dealing with the cookies. I don't like them.
Well, you like the fudge though?
The fudge was good.
Try the rum coconut balls.
No, I'm not trying coconut balls.
Try it.
Sometimes I don't eat stuff just for the way they sound when you say their name.
You want to eat a rum
Ooh,
coconut ball?
I want rum coconut balls.
What's with your mood today?
Oh,
Yeah, your mood sucks.
I got all fucking pissed off at Dummy down the hall that I didn't even hear yet.
Why?
With his dumb talk. I'm not having a chit-chat with management today. It ain't fucking happening.
The boss wants to talk a little bit.
Fuck
Exactly.
that shit.
I think I got to talk to the guys. No, you don't.
He's your boss.
No, you don't. He's not our boss.
I go home.
Now
I
you
don't have a
pissed me
fucking-
off. He's your boss.
Sorry.
Nothing to do, no training today, no nothing. I could just go home. I could fucking do. And you think I'm going to taint that wonderful fucking Tuesday afternoon with a meeting with management?
When the boss says you
middle
go?
management, lower middle management?
You stay till the boss says you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
gonna
I'm my
happen.
own boss. I am my own boss.
Why'd you get
I'm
someone to cut
fond of
this?
women. I race cars. And I am my own boss.
Let's cut that key lime pie. What are we waiting
Yeah,
for?
why'd you cut it, Sam?
Let's go.
Yeah, cut that.
You're the woman here.
Cut that
go.
key lime crepe.
So far,
How fucking thick is that?
Oh, look at Mars.
That's the thinnest fucking pie I've ever
It
seen.
really is. It's a key lime flyer.
The key lime pancake.
Make sure
What
you
are you
cut
doing?
deep.
Oh, you're sliding the limes right through the whole thing.
His mother would
Oh,
have a heart
mother would
attack
not
right
be
now.
happy.
Jesus.
A Puerto Rican that can't work a knife.
I know.
You're worthless.
That's
Pretend you're
pathetic.
stealing its pocketbook.
Make sure you get that graham crush. You're not cutting the crust, Mars.
Oh, Mars.
Put a little arm into
my
this.
God.
Cookies. Did you eat the cookies yesterday?
Yes.
Paul's mother's cookies.
Paul's mother's cookies were fucking
Those weren't
store-bought.
Christmas cookies.
by the way.
Store-bought.
I think they were store-bought.
They were, right?
But they were delicious.
They weren't Christmas cookies.
Were they store bought?
Yeah.
Why aren't you guys paying attention?
What,
Fucking,
bars with the limes?
no,
fingers
he's
in the pie?
completely ruining the pie. Sam's mom would have a heart attack.
Yeah, she
Well, she's
was.
gonna have a heart attack. You're
Oh,
ruining it.
something.
Because Sam's
Why?
mom's all about presentation. And,
Those
and
teeny ass
The limes are gone.
the limes are all buried now.
They'll end up in there.
Yeah. Those
They were
limes are-
individually sliced,
Where'd you get
when,
those?
when Sam
Shit.
got to the house.
What is that, rolling paper with whipped cream on it?
Yeah, did she go to smalllimes.com?
You gotta go all the way down there, yeah.
Your home of tiny limes.
What, does she make pies that you could slide under a door in
Yeah.
case it's locked?
She's friends with a lot of AIDS patients, so she doesn't want to talk to face to face.
Oh,
There
look
you
at
go.
this sloppy slice.
Thanks, Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hold on.
Mars.
Hold on, please stop. Will you stop taking my cake?
It's pie.
I'll have a piece of pie. I'll have a piece of pie, please.
Make sure you get all that graham crust. My dad was ecstatic about how good this pie
Well,
was.
that looks like good pie. Okay.
Good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Not great,
Circumnavigating
though, huh?
the slice into the.
It's really good.
There we go.
Oh,
What,
good.
am I supposed to eat this like a savage with my fucking fingers?
Have a fork.
How about a fork like a civilized man?
Where did the forks come from?
My mom.
She assumed we didn't have forks around
I
this joint?
insisted that we had forks and plates, but she insisted on packing the Santa
Christ.
plates.
The Santa
Key
plates.
lime
How
credit
nice.
card. It's thin.
Jesus.
You're just complaining today.
All right. Let me say.
Today's my last day eating bed.
Whatever gets you through the thing.
Dude, I'm awful. I can't stop.
Limey.
Very good.
Limey.
And this, by the way, Opie, you better appreciate this because you're the one who's been complaining about key lime pie for months.
Not since Paul's
That's pretty
mom brought it
goddamn
in.
good.
I've been cool.
I haven't had much
That'd
crust.
be cool.
There's not a lot of crust here.
Yeah,
Well, that's because Mars didn't slice it very well.
Can you help me cut this crust, please?
What is this? What is this?
I don't know. The presentation blows.
Can I have a fork? No, no. In all fairness, Mars fucked up the presentation.
Jesus Christ, Mars.
He just smeared the knife through this whole thing. Now it's pudding.
Come here.
Now it's key lime pudding.
You cut it with a chainsaw.
And that, the pie, the crust
Thank
is
you.
homemade, unlike some of the other pies that you've tasted.
Very good. The cartels do a better job of cutting than fucking Mars.
Yeah. Get Al Qaeda to cut it next time. Hey, same thing.
God damn, is that good?
Same as the cartel joke.
I know.
No, I don't eat it.
These are good.
That goddamn is that
No, I
good?
don't eat pie.
That is
It's
good.
so lime tasting.
You don't like pie?
No, I don't eat any pie.
What an asshole.
What?
What's wrong with you?
He's pissed at me.
It's like a drug dealer bringing some coke and he won't do it.
Yeah, don't get high
like
in
a
your
rat.
own pie.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
That's some good goddamn key lime pie. I'll give you that. The
I'll be
cookies
honest.
suck a dick.
They don't.
There's too much nuts in the shit. The fudge is good, but
The fudge is
You should
good.
try one of the.
cookies are good.
overall, I
One of
give it
the-
a C plus.
You should give. You should try one of the dry almond trees.
No.
It's great. It's like sand with almonds in it. You want an
great.
almond sand treat?
Which one?
I don't know. Whatever Whatever that is.
I'm not feeling the presentation.
Of what?
The pie was great. It tastes fucking amazing.
Well, that was the marquee piece.
I don't care about marquee piece. You backed it up with this. Your opening act sucked.
No, it didn't. You enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed one piece of fudge. Your sand cookies are terrible.
They're not terrible. I just had one. It was delicious.
No, it wasn't.
You have the rotten taste of Gary in your mouth. That's the problem.
Well, that could be true. It's very bitter. It taints everything that's
Have another
going
slice,
in.
Jim.
I'm one more piece of pie.
The holidays come but once a year.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you've been a good boy all year.
All right, give me one more.
One more
got it,
slice
Ann.
for Ann.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, is that good?
I did kettlebells yesterday. Kettlebell workout. So I'm ready to just get all fat.
I slept.
Oh, Jimmy.
Because of my knee, I did nothing. I got a massage and slept.
I got like some pretty nasty joint pain in my right elbow.
I thought you were going to say political views.
Yeah. In my right elbow. But you know what? You got to work through that shit. Take the pain.
Yeah.
Take the pain.
Not really. Not if it's joints.
Why?
Be careful, bro.
What? You got to take the pain.
When you get a little older, you got to worry about the joints. You might be lifting too much.
No, take the pain.
Not with joints.
Lifting too much.
Muscles, yes, not
it was
joints.
a pint of Guinness.
Mars joints, you got to. Yeah, see, Mars knows.
I don't know if it's
Be careful with the joints.
muscle or joints.
You want to.
the
You don't
last
want
time
to deal
Mars
with that
worked out?
shit.
I twisted my knee.
Yeah, when
Someone
it was-
knocked fudge on the floor, and look at Mars knocked his own fudge on the floor. Didn't even care.
I think in the new year we got to make. We don't have to make believe Mars is in shape anymore.
He's not. He
Yeah,
was.
let's officially turn the page on that.
Many years ago, he was.
You feel like a fighter in 1910. Yeah. With that barrel chest.
We gave you a few years.
Gentleman
there,
Jim Corbett.
Yes, exactly.
I haven't worked out for 2.5 weeks because I hurt my
but 2.5
knee.
years.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say years.
It's probably about 2.5 years.
The titties.
You're a retired fighter now. We'll give you that title, but we're not going to make believe you're in shape anymore.
Oh,
We
man.
just can't do that. It's not fair.
I'm in the best fighting shape of my life.
Oh, you must have sucked before.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I hate Sam, man.
fucks with you.
That guy.
Oh shit!
Have a piece of pie, Mars.
I did. Thank you very much.
How
I
was
bet
it?
you couldn't fight your way out of
It was delicious.
the paper bag, as they say.
The paper bag would win.
Yeah.
You gotta go delish. All right, so we got our treats. Sam's mom, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say.
Aunt did.
That was very nice.
You didn't have a fucking dry ass cookie.
The cookies
I will.
are good.
You put those cookies in fucking. Put them in the pockets of new clothing to keep them from mildewing.
Those are good cookies.
Very
like
nice.
the cookie?
They're terrible. They're all dry.
You ungrateful. You say it with a mouthful of pie.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
I want some of that fudge. Don't eat all the fudge.
Oh, please have some fudge. Have a cookie too.
Have a rum ball.
Yeah. Bring a cookie just to.
I don't know.
Casey-
Did you have a coconut rum ball?
I don't touch the rum. Try one.
Oh, that's right. You
I'm sure
said
they're
that.
dry.
Marcelino, they're not dry. Marcelino, have a coconut rum ball.
Yeah. These cookies would be great if they were white wine.
Get it? They're dry.
They're not
Wow.
dry.
I love looking at Mars's self-control.
It's
You
the,
didn't even
it's the
hesitate.
season.
You didn't even hesitate.
Look, there's a cactus growing out of one of the cookies.
They're not that dry. They're not dry at all.
They grow in sand.
Wow. I'm going to make religious figures in these cookies in Maryland.
I have a poem, Footprints in the Cookies. Why, during the hardest times of my life, were there only one set of footprints in the cookies?
In Greece, it was Danny and this cookie.
Oh, cookie, baby.
Sandy.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
No, there's. I bet the cookies will be a giant hit in the office today.
If we had a spill.
It's not gonna be a giant hit.
Yeah.
You don't have Roland today, man. That's
true.
gonna keep down the numbers.
That's true.
It's gonna knock down your numbers.
But radio people, they love them some free food.
Roland had to make believe he was sick to get out of here today, huh?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Can I crunch him up and make an ant farm?
No, that wouldn't work.
No?
The ants would just enjoy it too much.
No,
and they'd
I don't
eat
think
everything.
they would. They'd lay their pupa in there.
The cookies were dry.
So dry.
They weren't that dry. They weren't
That's
dry.
terrible.
They were delicious Christmas cookies.
No, they're dry-ass cookies.
From scratch.
Hey, yes, scratch, all right. Could scratch the cinder block and whatever fell off of it she made the cookies with. It's terrible.
She used cookie dough.
Oh, concrete cookies.
What happened to delicious moist chocolate chip cookies?
I know, right?
It's Christmas, not-
Why wouldn't moist cookies be better than dry cookies?
Yeah.
99% of people out there would like a moist cookie in lieu of a dry cookie.
What does she say when people come over? Have a Christmas cardboard?
She tried a different recipe that was softer, but prefers a crispier cookie.
Well, then she's insane.
She's not insane.
Because I like a moist cookie,
Everyone likes a
as
moist
does
cookie.
everybody.
No,
Let's see how long
you
you-
go cookie.
Let's see how long you can go without drinking
Terrible
fluid
cookie.
now.
Yeah, quick. Drink something fast. It'll just absorb it up.
That's good. That's a good cookie.
That's great. That cookie should be fucking put on a garage floor. Sop up the oil. I love explaining
They
everything.
were throwing these cookies in the ocean after that oil spill.
It's terrible.
They're really good.
Oh, do you have a cookie? You gotta have a Christmas cookie.
Not yet.
Have one. Just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Just drop it into your coffee and just watch the coffee suck into it.
They're really good.
Don't dunk the cookie.
You won't regret it, Opie.
No, after the key lime pie, all I want to do is make fists. There's so much sugar in me.
I know, right?
Have a cookie. Have one cookie.
Have a
just
cookie.
Tell me what you think.
And a coconut rum ball.
Oh, God.
Try the rum ball.
See, the coconut rum
no.
ball is probably the moist thing in the whole.
Yeah. Is there rum in them?
And then I'm sure the fudge. The fudge looks moist.
A lot.
Why don't you have
rum
rum?
in it?
Is that one?
I'm sorry? I had one.
You're going to get all hammered?
If you like that kind of stuff, yeah. I don't like sweets and liquor.
A lot of rum.
You're all fucked up.
I don't like that either. I don't like sweets and liquor.
I got zooted from one of those once.
Did you get zooted?
Yeah.
How he's
I was
zooted.
drinking after that.
Yeah.
I mean, driving.
What?
What would you say would be the mindset of the actual limes in the pie, Chip?
The mindset?
How are they feeling? How are the limes feeling?
Pie like limeys.
Yeah.
He tried to set him up for his bad joke.
I know.
would
He
you
just
do
doesn't
that?
get
The
it.
color of the lime.
Yeah, yeah.
Green.
Are the limes feeling a certain way?
I don't know, but those cookies are green with envy.
Do anything. He's just not a go with the flow guy.
No, you can't set them up for anything.
Yeah, those limes are probably feeling all like sour. Bunch of sour pussies or something.
Oh, what about the cookies?
Key lime pie, what do you open? The lime door or something?
Ah, that is a good one. That's a good one, though, Key. What about the dry cookies?
They were good. I love those cookies.
He just doesn't.
There's
You set him
nothing.
up and he just leaves them set up.
They were moist and delicious. My mother would make cookies that were dry. She'd put them on a table. They would just crumble and fall apart. And her friends would call her a white bitch. Chip, I have a cookie.
Everybody try pecan tarts?
I had one.
No.
Why did you go with pecan?
Pecans.
It's like it was like eating it was like eating the Sphinx.
Yeah. That's my only problem with the whole thing.
What?
Pecan.
I mean, people make pecan pie all the time.
Yeah, I don't like it. I never eat it.
Wait, there's two different things here.
Why
There's
does next time she should ask what we want?
She made you a key lime pie.
Oh yeah, she did.
I didn't notice any apple things.
Yeah.
I love apples.
We do
fuck
love
the
apples.
pecans. Fuck the almonds. Fuck the rummy balls.
Coconut rum balls?
Yeah.
The rum balls are good. I just have a problem with the pecans.
What, she
That's
made
too
you,
fancy for us.
She made you apple pie last time.
She made key lime pies.
I don't remember the
No,
apple
this
pie.
is the first key lime
Oh,
pie.
is it?
I don't
She
remember
made
apple pie.
I brought in an apple pie before.
All right. What about
know,
blueberry
pie
pie?
Enough with the nuts. Tell your mother enough with the fucking nuts. She's obsessed with nuts.
Look, I gotta tell you, Anthony, I'm not a fan of nuts either, but some people are.
But some people, she made like 90% nuts in that fucking on that bowl.
Yeah, the
Try
fudge
that
has the
dish right
nuts.
there.
The pecan has
There's-
the nuts.
there's
Obviously,
Dry ass cookies.
There's some no
there's
nuts.
nuts in the rum balls.
There's no nuts in the cookies. Did you
Of
try
course
them?
not. There's sand in the cookies.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No room for nuts.
Grapes of wrath cookies.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the traditional Christmas cookies. Sam. They look all nice like Christmas trees and stuff, but I'm not a fan.
You didn't even try them.
Yeah, that's why, because I'm not a fan.
That's very close-minded.
Well,
of
what's
you.
the star on top of that cookie? What is that made of?
Red Hot.
What's a red hot?
What?
You know, like a little Red Hot candy.
Oh,
That's
candies in there?
stupid.
No, it's
Those
not
red hot
stupid.
things?
Yeah.
Why would you put
Jeez.
red hots in your Christmas
What's on the other
cookies?
ones? Spots?
No.
Any chuckles?
No, there's just a Red Hot.
Licorice
for-
chuckle?
Yeah.
Is that
How about
her-
some? Does the bitch put
is that her
razzles in the
twist?
cake?
Is there crumbled up candy cigarettes?
No.
Is that her
1950s candy?
Is that her twist on the cookie?
Yeah, you make the Christmas tree cookie, and then you use sprinkles as if it were ornaments, and then the top is a Red Hot.
Yeah.
How about moisture?
Pop
Plenty
rocks
of
filled?
moisture.
Yeah, add some moisture.
Exactly. Oh, that you're supposed to pour water on the cookies when you got them home. Where'd you store them? Under the bed?
That's great. It's like a sponge that's been sitting under the sink for a month.
That's where you got the dress. He was supposed to put them in the fridge, and he put them under the sink sideways.
You only had one cookie.
I had a few.
Yeah, that's all I could take. My insides are drying out. I feel like a mummy.
Try another one. You might be mistaken.
No.
Eating those cookies, you feel like you just took off your mask in space.
God, those are awful cookies.
Well, Mars has tried everything. What's
Mars,
your
what do you
favorite,
think
Mars?
of the cookies?
I haven't tried a cookie.
Try cookies.
Try a cookie and give us your honest
I've had
impression.
enough. Thank you. No.
The red hot though ruins it, right?
It doesn't ruin
Yeah, it
it.
ruins it.
A red hot.
It makes it worse.
It's a little bonus.
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 How about fucking a little bit of goddamn milk in the mix or something?
There's milk in there.
No, there isn't. Dried milk, powdered milk.
No.
Why, you got to try one cookie.
Try a cookie, Mars.
No,
Don't
you
insult my
didn't.
mother.
Small.
How does she make cookies without any fucking liquid?
She uses
Whatsoever.
liquid.
I don't think she did. That's a dry ass cookie, right?
Not to jump on the bandwagon.
Okay, he's jumping. Now he's jumping on the.
No, he's not.
This is dry as hell.
Look at him talk. He can't even talk. There's no
jumping.
liquid in his mouth.
He's jumping on the. Everybody have a
Crazy.
piece of
Now
key lime
Mars is a
half the cookie
standalone.
He threw it away.
Yeah.
pie. Well, I didn't want it to begin with.
It was too dry.
Yeah, it's way too dry for me.
I have a rum ball.
No, I had one.
What do you like over there? The rumbles.
Mars is not feeling these treats.
Rumballs look like little
the key lime
duties.
pie was the best.
That was good.
Yeah.
Nothing in there.
You can't lose with the key lime pie, and I'll even give it the fudge. The fudge was good with
Fudge
no
was very
nuts. The no nut fudge,
I think
which
she-
I think there's two of them.
I think she took a risk by making Christmas cookies. She
you
should
think
have went
that-
traditional like peanut butter cookies or chocolate chip cookies.
We should do like one of those cooking shows where we judge and go, you know, she took some risks. I like seeing that.
Yes.
But inevitably she failed at it. The cookies, much too dry. The selection is very one-sided. If you don't like nuts, you're cut out of this whole mix.
True.
Now, the key lime pie was delicious. I didn't really appreciate the presentation.
Well,
Well, that was Mars. The
fucked up the
presentation was amazing.
No, it was too thin.
No, that's the pie.
A little too sweet, the pie.
Look, I'm judging this. Don't talk back.
A little too sweet.
I'm afraid
See, the longer this goes,
You'll
by
be
the end of
going
this,
home.
Yeah.
this is gonna fucking be bad for your mom.
we're sending your mom home.
So maybe she should have made just a fudge variety pack.
And moister cookies and not as many nuts, which she would go crazy with the nuts.
Yeah.
People like
Fuck
nuts.
the nuts.
She gave us the shitty cookies that no one liked. She probably gave the good cookies to her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the shitty cookie.
We gotta
Yeah.
get.
It's Christmas cookies. They're not that
Let's
good.
get the morning mashup in here. That'll be nice to the
No,
Let them.
of course
I would
they
love.
will.
How
Fine,
about this?
bring 'em in.
Tell them I made the cookies.
I'm sure they're not doing anything.
Tell them I made the cookies, and everybody thinks they're. Don't tell them it was Sam's mother.
Well, to be fair, I don't think they're here yet.
Why aren't they here?
They don't go live till 7. They pretend they're live at 6.
They pretend they're live at 6. How do we get that?
Well,
That's cool. We want that in the new year. How do we pretend to be on at
deal.
6?
They do 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then the last hour that's live,
Yeah.
they re-air the next day at 6.
And they only do 3 hours?
They do 3.
Holy mother
What
of
the fuck are we doing?
And it's not like 3 hours. It's like 3 hours of playing the hits.
I just was a fraction of an inch from saying, and literally saying it out loud, we are the N-words of Sirius. Like I was ready to say it. Oh, boy.
3 hours?
But we are.
And they don't
Yeah.
even have to be here until 7?
Not till 7.
And then you got another guy that takes off most of the year?
You're talking about Howard.
And gets a part-time job worth, what is it, 10 million a year, 15 million
Thought that
a
was
year?
E-Rock.
Yeah, they're saying 20.
20 million a year for a part-time job.
Part-time job. That's funny.
Yeah.
Just something to get me by.
He has 2 part-time jobs.
What do we got here? Oh.
here they come.
Look at this.
Now sell your goods to
Hold on.
these people. Sell your goods.
Well, I want to know what you. I tried.
Sam's
making.
mom.
Hey.
I hate the
Sam.
I hate the
What's up,
cookies.
man?
They're
What's
shit
up,
and they're too
Sam?
dry.
What's up, man?
Why would you say
Hang on.
that?
They're
Tried the
shitty
cookies.
dry cookies and
Tried the
everything
cookies.
else has nuts in
wait.
it.
We went through this last year. Why are you hating on his mom's cookies?
I love the key lime
Fuckhead. What
pie
the fuck?
because they're
Yeah.
too fucking dry. It's like
his
sand.
mother for crying out loud. Do you know how much she put in hours of slaving to get this
Yeah.
together for you?
Oh,
and
you
what
said
do?
slaving.
You shit on it first thing
Then
in the morning.
don't- you know what?
Black guy
Shut
just
up.
said
She should
slaving.
make them better next time.
Try it.
All right.
There's
There's
Everybody.
too much nuts on
good.
everything.
Wait now.
No.
That's a pecan
Watch the
tart.
saliva leave his body.
Oh my God.
You're talking about his mother.
That's a dry motherfucker, right?
You
Yeah,
went
look at
pecan.
your hand is over it.
Why do you go
Wait now.
pecan?
This is good. I see with the dryness, but it's good.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I do see the dryness, but it's good.
But it's
All right,
good.
Try something else.
What is this cake thing?
Key
That's
lime
key lime
Key lime
pie.
pie.
and We have no problems with that.
It's the finest key lime pie in the nation.
Try one of the cookies.
It is good. The
I'm
key
gonna
lime
try
pie.
one of these.
You try one of the.
Yeah, try
you
one.
want
Oh,
these.
good. Now you got
you
it.
just
Don't-
picked the boring
It's
cookie.
so dry.
She
a
has to
traditional
try one.
Christmas cookie.
They're so fucking dry.
Looks like a snowflake.
It's a good cookie, right?
Delicious to me.
Oh,
And I bet you guys are really excited that
You
you
never rock
invited
the
the
boat.
angry black man. can.
No, Stan, try a cookie, Stan. Just tell us what you think of the Christmas
want
cookie.
some fudge.
You can have fudge too.
I don't like these in general.
Come on, just try it.
Just take one bite.
I don't
It's
like
so
those.
dry.
What's your cookie? You eat that cookie.
But I do like this.
Those are
It's a rum
coconut
ball.
rum balls.
Oh, that'll get you fucked up. There's a lot
your
of rum
mom-
in those.
The mom made all of this.
Oh, yeah. She's a glutton for punishment.
Wow.
She just
What?
hates herself. I don't know why she does it.
Is she on the phone? Is she
No.
hurt?
No, we did 2 hours with her
No.
yesterday because we had
We would
nothing.
tell her.
Horrible hours yesterday.
She's a good lady, but she made some sandy cookies.
Look, she's drying up like the girl in Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I like it.
What the fuck did you make?
These cookies look like they just tasted the Ark of the Covenant. I couldn't get. I couldn't get that right.
All right, guys, we got to go. Great show.
Don't look at the cookies.
I think they're delicious.
Thank you, Nicole.
Really?
Sam, what's your
Nicole,
Thank you, Stanley.
You're just being nice.
Even Stan, who's being nice, had to say the
You're just
cookies were
being
dry.
nice.
No, he didn't say the cookies. He didn't even try the cookies. He said pecan tarts.
So I see
You
the
know
dryness.
what's going to happen now? Nicole's going to get with her boyfriend, and she's not going to be able to get wet for like a month because she ate one of those cookies. It's going to soak up all vaginal juices.
Black people
no.
are more motherly oriented.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
a
they
black
don't
guy
like-
will be nicer if he knows your mother made the cookies. He'll be
Yeah.
very respectful of
Because they got to give
mothers and
What
stuff.
They got to
happened?
give double the
What
love.
happened
I
now?
want one more.
Is your vagina?
What happened? Did something sop up in the rug? Somebody knocked over something.
She just took an extra cookie, by the way, for the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the road, to put it on the road in
Yeah.
a pothole.
The toilet seat cover. She's actually using that in case she hydroplanes to throw that in the street. Help her car get out of the snow.
They would be good. Can I get a load of those cookies for my trunk
Yeah.
just in case?
Exactly.
Ice storm.
You start skidding around.
You see, Sam's mom is just throwing cookies out on the front stoop so the mailman doesn't slip.
And the birds don't even fuck with it. They crumble these up on the highway and spit them out the back of the truck.
Have some fudge.
What?
Have some
I
fudge.
had some
The
fudge.
fudge is very good.
Fudge was good.
Have a rock salt cookie. These cookies should be piled up on the West Side Highway.
It's just horrible. What about the key lime pie? What did you think?
Too sweet, but good.
It was very
A
sweet.
little too sweet.
It's pie.
Yeah, but it's
A little too
sweet as
sweet.
a motherfucker.
little too
I like
sweet.
the key lime pie.
It's the
I can't
finest
lie.
key lime
good.
pie in the nation.
It's the second best key lime pie treat I've
my
had.
God.
Oh boy, the
In
first
studio?
best. The first
In
best.
studio,
What?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Well, that's
mom's
because-
losing her.
I have to say Paul's mom.
Yeah, Paul's mom.
That's
Paul's
because
mom.
Paul's mom got it from Stop and Shop, so it's, you know.
I don't think so. She
No.
made that.
Not
Stop
the
and Shop.
crust.
They suck.
Yeah, whatever.
Remember the crust?
The crust is in the sweet part.
I'll say your mother's crust is better.
Much better.
Better crust.
Yeah.
I like the key lime.
I
It
did
was
too.
all right, man.
There's minuscule limes.
Let me tell you something.
I don't
Last
even know where the
time-
limes are because Mars shoved them
Mars
into the
fucked
middle
the
of
whole
the thing.
thing up.
They were all green with envy sitting in the middle.
Oh, jeez, the limes
Christ,
are wow.
There it goes.
The first batch she brought in, or you brought in for her, was amazing. The apple pie, all that,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This, I'm not feeling it. She's 1 for 1.
One
I
for
brought
for
in
two.
much more than.
Sorry, I can't add.
She's brought in more
she
treats
did-
more than twice.
She took the risk with the Christmas
No.
cookies.
Oh, I remember.
And people saying, yelling at us that Christmas cookies are supposed to be dry because
Why?
you're supposed to dunk them and shit.
You're supposed to have them with milk.
No, you're
Not this dry. We know. I've ate Christmas cookies for 43 years. Trust me.
They're
I
dry.
know how to eat cookies.
I think we made
yeah.
the point that they're dry.
Exactly. Does she notice every Christmas
juncture.
that Santa fucking leaves them up there without a bite mark in them?
I'm starting to think that you guys are hypercritical.
No, we're not. We just like a cookie that's
starting to think that.
Yeah.
A moist
What was your first
cookie. What the
clue?
Exactly. I want to sand my deck with that cookie.
The cookies are delicious. And this recipe is better than the new recipe that was softer. That wasn't a good recipe for Christmas cookies.
I'm sure it was.
What are you talking about?
Soft, moist cookies. Ooh, what a madman.
It's Christmas
Even asking
cookies.
for it.
Didn't Daniel's son strap these to his hand
No.
to help Mr. Bioxy? Mr. Bioxy.
Sun de floor. Show me sun de floor with lousy cookie.
Yeah. Show me bake to send.
That's fantastic.
Sorry,
All right.
Do you guys like the key lime pie?
You
Well,
asked
you know
us
what?
10 times.
He's trying to end on an up note.
It was
like
good.
that.
He's smart that
Not
way.
For
the
something too
shitty
sweet,
Sam
it was
cookie.
good. It was too sweet. But
What about the
Yeah.
fudge? Jim,
What?
did you have a piece of fudge?
I had two. I'm not a huge fudge guy, though. I did like it, but fudge is always too sweet for me, so I can't judge.
Oh, so
fudge.
you can't judge sweetness.
Sure
You
I
say
can.
the key lime pie is too sweet, but you say all fudge is too sweet.
Jimmy,
don't
can
know
you
what
break
you're talking
down
about.
everything you had?
I had a few cookies.
No, how many?
How could they be that dry if you kept eating them?
Because
You had two fudges.
I had a Dunkin' and a Koufax.
I had a Sandy Duncan.
Nothing.
And I had two pieces of key lime pie, two pieces
pieces?
of fudge, like 4 cookies, and two of the fucking dry, two of those fucking, what are those things? Those
Pecan tarts?
walnut bandages that they are.
They're not walnuts.
So you kind of liked his.
No, I'm just a bit of
his
a
mom's
I've been on a
cookies.
food binge lately. I've been very bad. I've been fighting, going terrible. And because of my bad knee, I haven't really been in the gym.
Oh,
But
Jimmy.
you just said it sucked, but you ate half the plate.
I didn't say that I'm not an obsessive addict. Of course. I drank Meisterbrow to get drunk. Didn't mean it was fucking
It wasn't good.
Parmesan wine.
It is the master brew.
Some of that cheap beer is all right, though, man.
$8 a case back
When
then.
you're fucking 16.
And have a coconut rum ball.
Try one.
I can't eat
There's rum
anything
in
named
it.
a rum ball. It just reminds me of Tippy Tom's sack.
Makes you feel sad that he's gone.
Yeah, that he's gone. His balls are there on the plate.
I give them to the kids. I'm like, have a rum ball. And then they fall asleep. Come here, Jelly. Come here, Jelly.
Jelly.
My ex got so mad at me because I was talking about Jelly. And she thinks it's cute that he likes Christmas cookies.
Oh,
Who's Jelly?
He's the 3-year-old.
Yeah, that gets abused.
Yeah. And we were having a nice chat about how cute he was and how he likes to read the night before Christmas. And then he said that one of the customers, he asked him to read the night before Christmas, and the customer punched him in the face. The customer, because he's being sold for prostitution.
Yes, of course. The customer punched him in the face.
Oh.
And she gets all mad because it's cute.
Very upset
Yeah.
that Jelly gets punched, slapped.
Did Troy Kwan try any of the cookies?
Yeah, let's get Troy in here.
Yeah, he loves a treat.
He's still working.
How about E-Rock?
E-Rock doesn't like sweets. If
How
my
are you-
mom,
Well,
That's
good. Give him a cookie.
impossible.
how dare you? That's sweet.
Yeah, does he like dries?
How does he get so overweight if he doesn't like
Troy,
sweets?
Sandwiches.
that's Sam's mom's cookies.
Don't give in to their negativity, Troy.
And the ones in the
mom's
middle
slaved
are
away.
the driest fucking cookies you'll ever eat.
They're Christmas
Everything
cookies.
else, if you like nuts, if you don't like nuts, you're fucked.
There's fudge.
E-Rock, try a Christmas cookie. Just tell us what you think.
They're so dry.
They're good. And they're Christmas cookies. And
Isn't
you
that
eat
just
them with a
dry
little
and
milk.
tasteless?
one,
Yeah,
Sam.
they are dry. But
Yeah.
But
I think these are supposed to be a little bit more.
Why
on the
is
dry side.
something supposed to suck?
they don't suck.
They suck.
They're
It's not
tasty.
supposed to be
It
dry.
makes you appreciate the moist chocolate chip ones a little bit
What's
more.
that?
Oh, is that her
Oh,
plan?
so it's a cookie to make you appreciate good cookies.
It's a
sugar
setup
cookies,
cookie.
right?
Yeah, it's a setup
It's the
cookie.
opening act cookie.
Yes.
It's funny.
It's to cleanse the palate.
It's an open mic cookie.
Eric's going to try a coconut rum ball.
Oh, I would try- tell us what
Look
you think
out,
of
he's
that.
going to get hammered.
Oh, he's getting all fucked
Yes,
up.
he's dressed like one.
What do you think?
Oh, boy, he made a face.
You rock?
There's a lot of rum in this.
A lot of rum,
It's
right?
delicious, but there's a lot of rum in
A
this.
lot of rum.
That's the problem. She probably got loaded drinking rum. She's an
Yeah.
alcoholic.
How does she put
Let me put
How does she
some
put the rum
nuts
in
in
there?
it.
I don't know. I didn't watch her make them.
What do you think of the cookie, Troy?
It's okay. It's good.
Okay.
Sugar cookies aren't my favorite anyway.
Try one of these. Have fudge too, but try one of those pecan socks. Tell me what you think of the pecan sock.
Again.
It's good.
But,
Yeah.
but
yeah. I mean, we're the chocolate chips. I mean, you
What's
need
that?
chocolate chips.
Well, it's
What's that?
Christmas.
Yeah, but chocolate chips are great for
What's
She
Christmas.
that?
went,
No,
she,
it's
went, she went traditional Christmas cookies, and please don't say that word again. Please don't.
You don't do chocolate chips on Christmas.
What's that?
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
should.
Forgot about it.
I prefer moist chocolate chips.
What's that?
Why are you doing that?
You don't want one of those? Did you try? But how fucking dry is that?
It's pretty dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a glass of milk with
It's
it.
like pecans
Christmas.
layered in
It's not
underpants.
bad though. It's not terrible.
It looks like Tippy Tom's underwear when it was dry and hardened.
Oh, shit. That's great.
If you want chocolate chips,
What's
go
that?
get Chips Ahoy.
What's that?
Oh, what? Those are great. I like those. That's good. What part of the recipe says go to dryer, get lint? Put in-
Yeah, you want to throw one of these into the fucking dryer to keep stack clean from happening.
Have some fudge, Troy. Have some fudge.
Can't go wrong with fudge.
No. Especially from scratch.
dryer sheet cookies, yes.
Oh my god.
They're terrible.
Troy's going to have some fudge.
The cookies
Yeah.
are almost gone,
Exactly.
though. That's how terrible they are.
Everybody's trying to eat them to
Yeah.
see because they can't believe how dry they
I
are.
want to put these under my arms to stop perspiration. Hey, give me an arid cookie. These are right guard cookies.
Troy's upset that there's no chocolate chips in
What's
the
that?
fudge.
Yeah. There should be.
The fudge is great though.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
admit that, right?
The fudge
Yeah,
is
the
really
no
good.
nut fudge.
Try some key lime
Everything
pie
else
that's
has
too sweet.
nuts in the fucking
It's not
thing.
too sweet. It's the finest key lime pie in the nation.
No, it's good, but
There's a lot of nuts.
The key lime's really good.
it's too sweet though.
Yeah.
I will say.
It's not too sweet.
You like the fudge, Troy?
Fudge is good.
Have you slept yet? Last time
No.
we talked to you, you haven't slept. What?
Oh, that's right.
How many hours you up to?
Since yesterday. I got up yesterday at 4:30.
Why didn't you sleep when you went home for a little while before you DJ?
I mean, I sleep for I nap for an hour, but it's not real sleep.
What time did you DJ?
I started at 8 o'clock.
To what time?
Till 2:30.
Where?
Down in the West Village.
You got Adderall going in the system?
A little bit. I mean, not much. I'm not, tweaking or anything, but just a lot of coffee.
And then what do you do after work? You don't go home and sleep? 2:30. What time do you get home? By 4?
Yeah. And then I'll probably hit the gym for about an hour.
Jesus.
You hit the gym in the morning?
No, I hit the gym at night. Like when I get home, that's when I work out.
I couldn't imagine doing
Why
that.
would you when you're this tired?
You know what? It actually kind of pumps me up. Like I'll do 30 minutes of cardio.
Because then you wake up after an hour of sleep and you're just exhausted.
No, I don't really get exhausted. I actually feel more awake when I do that.
No. I mean, like if you slept for an hour.
You're so gonna die young.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
But have a piece of key lime pie before you pass away.
You can't do that to your body. How old are you?
34.
Yeah, he's all right for a couple more years.
This is all organic juice. Like I drink a big thing of juice every day, so I
You
try to
need
stay
that
healthy.
sleep.
Troy's pretty healthy, but he doesn't sleep. I'm a bad sleeper, but you're going days and days.
But at
without
least you're
sleep.
trying to sleep.
Dude, I give it
That's
an A
different.
for effort.
Yeah.
He's the thing is he's got to make money. He's not like the E-Rock, you know.
C is for cement, which good enough for me.
They're not as dry as cement.
No. C is for cement. C is for concrete, which good enough for me.
You don't think there's concrete in the cookie?
They are dry.
But not to the point that there's concrete.
Sam, you're going to lose the dry argument.
Monster.
Yeah, but there's not.
Too many people are saying they're dry. You're going to lose that, unfortunately.
So what happened to all the cookies then? How come half's gone?
But
Everyone was testing to see how
too
dry
many
they
people
were.
have said they're dry.
Jim tested like 8 times.
Yes, but Jim's a compulsive asshole. Jim's also paid for sex with dubious characters.
Jim also may have tried some duty in his life. So
Yeah, exactly.
A dry cookie is
Jim may
easy
have had
to
a fu-
him.
Jim may have had a log fucking missiling out of his mouth at one
least it was
point.
moist.
So,
Yeah.
Fuck.
so he laughs at dry cookies. He laughs at them.
Another key lime pie?
Yes, I'm good for right now.
Okay.
But thank you.
All right, Troy.
Delicious. Thanks.
He's
you
not
want-
sleeping.
You want to see a picture of my manager on the Ivory Coast? Yeah, pass that to
I
Opie.
saw that.
I saw.
Actually,
I want to tweet that. I asked Kenny if I could tweet that.
Oh, I'm not sure if we can.
Kenny
Wait
sent
till he's
it.
back.
Man, that's crazy.
He's with fucking
Where
Africa.
is he?
He's on the west on the Ivory Coast of Africa.
He's with some surly-looking Africans there.
Jonathan standing in the picture. Wait till he's back from Africa before he tweets.
Yeah, no problem.
He's
I
with
don't-
4 Africans with machine guns and military garb in the street.
And that's where he decided to go for Christmas.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, he's Jewish. He's Jewish, right?
Yeah, but still,
So he's doing Hanukkah there right now. Does
Chanukah.
Hanukkah start today? Tomorrow?
Tuesday. Yeah, today.
Today is the first day of Hanukkah.
Oh,
Well,
Hanukkah. That's why.
happy Hanukkah, my Jewish friends.
That's why no one's around.
Yeah.
He says since the rebels have taken over, the streets of Abidjan are safe. Just don't get into long discussions about politics with them. Happy holidays from the Ivory Coast, West Africa.
West Africa.
West Africa is a fucking
Why would he do
unbelievably dangerous place to be.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The rebels are on in the streets.
Why is he there?
The rebel base.
He
Where
ju-
is the rebel base?
Is he CIA or something?
No, but I was
He
thinking
just
about
makes
Jonathan.
believe he's in entertainment.
How does he get away with this every time? And I was thinking how, like, we look at people, and I mean all of us, like, all right, they're just African rebels, are dangerous guys. We don't even see them as people. Like, they're just this dangerous group. But he'll actually, they know that when he meets somebody, he sees you as an individual. He's really weird. People sense that shit.
That's a talent.
Like, he really is interested in them as a guy, and he can talk to them as a guy. He doesn't see them as a rebel. He sees them as a guy in a rebel outfit. It's a really weird charisma.
But
he has with
Americans are
people.
such, they're so valuable with kidnappings and shit like that. So I don't know how he hasn't just been absconded.
Don't know. He went to North Korea.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
Let's call him. What time
I
is
don't
it?
know who he's
Has he got
with.
a sat
I
phone?
think he might be with his wife.
Let's try to call him at least. He'll talk to us.
I love the Opie and Anthony show. I love
Yeah.
it.
I want to.
I'll text him right now and see if he's up.
Yeah, let's try to call him. That's fucked up. I want to know more about this.
It's just, dude.
I won't even leave my house at night to get milk. And here he is in West Africa.
He's fearless.
It's crazy.
He really is fearless about traveling. If he won't go somewhere, it's terrible.
Oh, it
it's
must be.
truly
Yeah.
terrible.
But he goes everywhere. He's been in North Korea. You've said it.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily dangerous for
easy.
tourists, though.
No, I
Other
know.
people have. I've seen pictures from people that have gone
But
to
it's not
like
easy to-
Canadians.
I
and
don't think
stuff.
it's easy to
Been
go
there.
to North Korea, right?
Probably not.
No,
Does he have dual citizenship? With
no, just U.S. He's gone to a lot of.
Got to ask permission or something.
That's for Cuba.
I don't think. I think with North Korea too. They're put
maybe.
on the list of like nations you can't just go into without saying, "Hey."
Why is he there?
I don't know. He loves
there?
other people like that. He really enjoys, like, you don't know happiness until you've seen fucking him talking to some like West African or fucking Haitian like security guy in a parking garage.
Dude, he's an adventurer. He's one of those adventurer guys. Like years ago, he would have had a pith helmet on and a big elephant gun.
There's plenty of places to go do your adventuring.
Iraq gun, they call it.
The things he knows about their countries and about their cultures, no American white guy should know. They out of their minds for Jonathan when they meet him. They can't believe he knows this stuff. He could literally talk to anybody.
All right, something's going on there.
I told you, I thought he was an arms dealer or a gay male escort for a long time.
He should
But
be
he's
in one
not.
of those white suits with a fedora, white fedora, in one of those bars with the fan on the ceiling made of palm leaves and just drinking whiskey with locals. That's his fucking. That's how I picture him.
He just has that charisma where people like him. You know,
Yeah.
He literally can talk to anybody. I've never seen him at a loss for conversation.
He's like Belach.
Because he's so well traveled
Yeah.
that he can talk with guys who have like, you know, celebrity or whatever, because everyone's interested in hearing about these weird places. He's
Crazy.
really an interesting guy.
All right.
Passport must have some very unique stamps on it.
Yeah, but he went to Afghanistan like as a tourist. Like he didn't go with the military.
Yeah.
You know, he went. I'm going to go to Dubai with him.
He showed me a
That's
cover.
easy, though.
He's got a cover for his passport. You see that thing? It's like a fucking different country that he puts his American passport in. So it just, if you see the passport, it's a cover from like, you know, another land that
So
isn't
they don't
the
think he's
United
American.
States.
That's a little safer.
Yeah, yeah. That's fucked
smart.
up.
So he's thought of all this shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll text you back. I want to talk to him.
That's a good idea that he does that. He says, don't say you're American in a lot of places.
Yeah. Hey, does Mr. Fuji crumble those cookies up and then throw them into people's eyes?
You're thinking of salt.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
not the cookies.
I think that would render you
Blind.
blind.
When I was a kid, these cookies would get sprinkled in my eyes so I could sleep.
That's not the case. Yesterday, Jim showed me a picture of Jonathan's bulge.
I'll show you
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
We've
I
all
didn't.
seen
I
it.
didn't
You
mean
got a
to
new
get
one?
it.
No, like
It's from here.
a good one.
Maybe
good
they
one?
treat him nice because they think he's got a grenade in his pants.
Yeah,
he
giant.
can
What
blow
is-
it up at any time.
Giant gift,
Maybe just
Giant gift.
maybe it's not balls. He's muling drugs.
dude. He's got
know.
fucking
And balloons in the front of his pants.
Arms
He's
all
dealer.
cock.
Yeah.
he's all cock. You're saying now?
It looked very Shaft-ish
Oh,
when he
Shafty.
showed me the picture.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's,
I might have been on your camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Camera.
I guess we all got to make believe we don't want to see it, right?
Jimmy's Jimmy's on Instagram now too. I saw your
I joined
little
Instagram.
pictures on
See
there.
my picture with Sam?
I did. I saw your picture and I double tapped it to make it that I like your picture.
Oh, I don't know how to work.
All you got to do is
Instagram.
double tap a picture and it's like I like it.
I like that picture.
Yes. But Jimmy Norton is on
picture.
there. What's your name on there, Jimmy?
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton. Just go to Jim Norton and you'll see and then follow Jimmy.
Instagram is the new shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already have like 1,000 followers.
Do you?
Yeah, and it was like
Probably because
2 days.
Must be because I plugged it on the after show.
I heard that on my way
This
home.
is from the Tonight Show dressing room. I forget why I snapped it.
Oh my god!
I didn't mean to get his bulge because I would have got a better shot of it.
Holy shit! That is like an anaconda. What's going on there?
Pesto.
Jesus. Holy shit!
missed
pesto.
it.
Oh, would you like to see a giant cock?
You sure that's not one long ball?
No, it might. If it is,
It's a little shaft-like.
he couldn't have hangers that big.
No, I don't think so. I think it's dick.
That'd be a long, thin
wouldn't
ball.
the cock be more down the leg?
I don't
It all
know.
depends on how he's sitting.
I think his jeans are tight, so he packs the whole
That's
thing
crazy.
into his little crotch
Did you
area.
see the
That's
bulge?
crazy.
When I showed you the bulge that one day?
It was amazing.
It's fucking awe-inspiring.
It was incredible.
Incredible.
It's a wonder of the world. That's why he's so well traveled.
All over the world, yeah.
And he sees
Yeah.
the pyramids, and then he says, "Hey guys, look at my bulge."
Maybe it appears in exhibits.
Yeah.
He's at the pyramids, and tourists aren't even looking at the pyramids. They're just snapping pictures of his bulge.
He's
They
at-
leave without even looking at the Sphinx.
They can't believe he's a white man in Africa. That's
Yes.
why. They think he's got black man DNA, so they leave him alone. That is a Watutsi bulge or whatever.
All right, we're gonna break.
Ooh.
Do some real eating, I guess. Huh?
Yes, some real
I'm not having
food.
I fucking spoiled my appetite.
Did you spurl your appetite? You ate too much.
Squeeze it. Makes you feel better.
Give me the paper.
You don't have to start with one.
Whoa!
You got about 3 minutes.
All right.
Last show of the year.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Last show
Definitely.
Of the year.
Tom Papa's in today. He was rescheduled from tomorrow.
We're not even dealing.
And Vonne DeCarlos is coming in.
Yeah.
Patrice's girl.
Patrice's girl's coming in.
And Robert Kelly calling in from Aruba.
Yeah, he's plugging gigs.
And I guess the Patrice O'Neal thing on Audible is doing really well.
Is it?
Yeah.
With all money going to, of course, Patrice's girl and Patrice's mom and Patrice's stepdaughter and many other people. So very cool of SiriusXM to work that out with us.
They did a good job.
What do they do? Go to Audible and
Audible.com/Patrice. Or if you just go to Audible.com and search Patrice O'Neal, you'll see it's 4 parts.
Is it under an Opie and Anthony search as well?
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
That might be easy for people.
yeah.
Okay. Go find it. It's worth it. It's for a great cause, helping out Patrice's family.
It's $20 too.
20,
it's nothing.
20 bills with no money going to us or the company.
16 hours of material for $20. It's fucking amazing.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Blah, blah, blah.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
Fuck you! Yeah, I want to send a big fuck you out to Bobo and Jordan. After listening to the two of you debate, my IQ dropped about 150 points. Fuck both of you. Fuck you! I like to say fuck you to all the homos for not giving me any dick. I'm real horny, and I went to go get dick, and no one wanted to give it to me. So fuck you, you homos. Fuck you!
This fuck you goes out to my mother. She says that I ruined Christmas. I said that a Christmas tree was a pagan tradition. Read a fucking book, you old dried-up cunt. God, you dumb piece of shit. Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Hey, I'd like to give a big fuck you to MSNBC who hired that asshole Al Sharpton. I'd like to encourage everybody to email, call, do whatever to MSNBC and say, are you out of your fucking mind?
Fuck you! Fuck Chinese food. Fuck you!
I want to give a big fuck you to the creators of Kentucky Bourbon. I fucking traded a great job and a family life for your liquid fucking crack. Fuck you, Bourbon.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Roland.
Fuck you!
This is a fuck you to that fucking moron who thinks you got crabs from sitting on the fucking toilet seat. You dumb fuck, your bitch cheated on you. You're fucking retarded.
Fuck you!
This fuck you goes out to Sam. Adam Walsh, what a dumb motherfucker you are.
Fuck you! I got a big fuck you for my brother. Just because you fucked my wife doesn't mean I can't fuck your wife. Yeah, I fucked her, so what? You fucked my wife, and I fucked your wife, and then I fucked your girlfriend, and you fucked my girlfriend. So what? Who gives a fuck? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hi, it's your Uncle Paul. I want to give a big fuck you to the wintertime because I like it when it's summertime when all the little boys have the little shorts you can see behind me. So fuck you, winter.
Fuck you!
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU, line 1. That's 866-FU, line 1.
I work at Burger King making flavor whoppers. I would paper hat. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. Don't bumper fighting hard, bad and really hurt bad, so the skin dry. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Where is the bell? Wait for the bell. Can't hear the bell. Where is the bell? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. I was a Burger King making paper whoppers. I would paper hat. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday gifts for your family?
On the first day of Christmas, someone said to me, I'd like this for my tree.
Come on down to the Ted Scheckler Happy Holiday Mega Fantastic Christmas Trinkets Emporium.
It's fantastious, full of holiday fun.
If Ted Scheckler doesn't stock it, he'll find you a suitable substitute.
I don't have any parents' trees. I had a bush.
And if Ted Scheckler doesn't know what you're talking about, he'll make his best guess at what your family member might enjoy.
I don't know what a turtle dove is. It sounds like a crossbreeding.
From the obscure...
I got Minute Maids at Milky. That's milk in a Minute Maid container.
To the traditional gold ring.
I do have that.
Well, almost.
Well, actually, they're not gold. They're black cock rings that I've spray painted gold.
The Ted Scheckler Happy Holiday Mega Fantastic Christmas Trinkets Emporium carries lots of things.
I have that. You can get whatever you need.
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Very heavy.
Hold on. She blinded me with science.
Science.
Science. We have a Thomas Dolby lookalike that works here. Are the speakers on out there? If they are, it's awkward. Remember Ho Ho Hoey?
Ho Ho Hoey.
I like this, though.
No,
Do you
I
mean
love the
what
Ho
Mr.
Ho
Gray-
Hoey
This is
shit.
good. I did like this.
I liked when he came in and did this. He sort of did this. He had about 18 tracks and he played one track live. Why are we trashing him? Gary
About a
Hoey
little
was cool
volume.
as hell to us. Turn this up.
Yeah, a little Ho Ho Hoey.
God damn, is she hot.
He's rocking out.
That Mission Impossible broad from yesterday. I just got my picture from Iraq.
Yeah.
That chick is hot.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I totally photobombed Roland's picture.
Did you?
With them, yeah. I had a perfect slide in between two people's heads.
Nicey nice.
Oh, yeah.
And Who Wants to Be Slumdog Millionaire guy, yeah.
I love Neil.
Millionaire.
I guess he's really famous. We didn't really care.
I felt bad, he's in there and he's all famous and we're just like,
We talked to him, though.
Barely.
yeah, but talked to him with disdain.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
I don't know. Let me say.
Look at that
All right,
shit.
here we go.
Look at that shit.
Save image.
Look at that shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't have Instagram. I'll have Instagram in 2 months. I'm excited. All right.
Instagram.
Where's the Ho Ho Hoey guy at these days?
This was another one that we came back. I was saying to open Sam and Anthony that the Ding Fries Are Done song would make me sad when we were kicked off the air because it reminded me of the show. And this was another thing that really connected me to the show. Is this dumb, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, I couldn't listen to it because it reminded me of the show.
Oh, wait.
Felt the same
Oh,
way.
he did that at NEW
Yes.
first?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Then he did it for us at XM when
Remember,
we first got back.
that's why we called him Ho Ho
Oh, that's right,
Hoey,
duh.
because the
Guys.
what was he?
Guys.
Promotions guy?
Yeah, the guy that allegedly
Guys.
might have taken a lot of gold records from NEW.
I can
when the
get
shit was
you
going down.
to broadcast at Madison Square Garden next to the world's biggest Pop-Tart.
He was
Pop-Tart Roger.
Oh, Roger, that's right.
Pop-Tart Roger, we called him.
We were stupid, man.
That was great. We should have went to the giant
No,
Pop-Tart.
I'm talking about when the shit was going down, when we knew NEW was in deep trouble.
Yeah.
Everyone else started taking everything.
Oh, just pilfering.
Oh, they had Nirvana gold records signed and all. I mean, shit that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would fucking cream their pants for.
Yeah.
And
Scott
allegedly,
Muni's body.
Scott Muni's body, sure. And allegedly,
Allegedly,
I guess I won't mention names, but a lot of people. It's not alleged. A lot of people just stole everything. Remember the Zeppelin shit?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
It was there was the world's largest rock and roll library. They had original tapes, reel-to-reels of interviews with John Lennon and albums that were just so rare and just
Springsteen just coming in
stolen.
and playing.
Yeah.
What?
Just
How does
stolen.
that happen?
One-of-a-kind things.
Well, I wanted the gold records badly. There was some Zeppelin stuff and Nirvana stuff I wanted really bad.
Yeah.
And one day when we came to work, it was all gone. And everyone was just looking the other way like, huh? What? No, there was never anything on that wall.
Oh.
I know. Some stuff went missing from another rock station we worked at?
Yeah.
What station?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just another rock station that we worked at that might have flipped a lot more recently.
K-Rock?
That had a Rob Zombie gold record on the wall.
Please tell me you got the Rob Zombie record.
It's in my house.
Did you?
How'd you get it?
Eric and me went over when they were packing up after our last show.
And they didn't care?
Wait,
They didn't know.
impossible.
They didn't know.
Fuck them. They didn't pay nobody. Good for you.
Yeah, all the doors were gone. There was no security, and they left them laying around on the floor.
Because they were on the floor at where they were on the wall, but just laying against the floor. So we just took turns.
Oh,
Eric would
that's
talk to somebody, and I would
awesome.
walk to the office with one of them, and then I would
Wow.
talk to
What did
somebody.
Eric
A
get?
racket.
What did Eric get?
I got some good stuff.
You pulled a caper.
Eric,
Yeah.
admit
Was
one.
there any Aussies?
It's like Ocean's 11.
No, otherwise I would have grabbed that for you.
What'd you get?
I got a Nirvana. I got.
What do you mean you got a Nirvana, you motherfucker?
And you can get that to Opie?
What's the Nirvana?
What is the Live from the Muddy Banks?
Opie would love that.
Is it signed by anyone?
No.
Give it to Opie as
I
a
don't want
gift so he could hang it in his brother's garage.
Oh, by the way, I don't know where that Islander thing is anymore.
boy.
I was there for Thanksgiving and I couldn't find it. I forgot about that.
I'll
I meant
check
to tell
eBay.
you. He would probably eBay it.
He would.
That
Well,
figures.
he's got to pay his oil bill. How else is he going to pay?
I got the on-the-air light from NEW that's hanging over the compound studios in my
Is that where
basement.
that's from?
Yeah,
Oh,
from
wow.
NEW. We
That's
used to
cool.
walk in to that all the time. And a couple of cameras that may have figured their way into my basement.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And maybe an instant replay machine.
Sure.
Wow, I never think to take anything from these
It's
places. So
amazing.
stupid.
You got to steal.
You got the Ozzy record from Lee Abrams that he gave you, right?
He gave me, yeah, but he gave me one. I'm not gonna do it. That I got so much Ozzy stuff signed. Like an Ozzy record I don't need.
I used to rip off radio stations blind and then go to the local record stores and sell them all.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was desperate. I had to fucking
Like
pay
Kramer
bills.
and Newman.
I used to be fucking
Yeah.
Sam, making no money. I did what I had to. So they would have promotional copies and stuff, and I would just take it all. And
You're a regular Oedipus Jr.
well, they start shutting us down, man. And some guys got in trouble, but
Remember the Oedipus stories with him stealing the records?
we don't know for sure.
I know. I'm just saying there were stories.
To be honest.
that he was stealing records and bringing them and selling them.
Dude, it was money from the record companies. They would have like just a promotional copy of whoever. I'm trying to think one in general.
Butt trumpet.
Butt trumpet, and it was so valuable to the record collectors. And you go to the local stores, and they go, "Oh yeah, we'll fucking make a
we
deal.
got
Come
that.
follow me." And then
Why? Because it's a promo. It was more valuable.
because no one could buy promo stuff.
In
You
the
could buy the
secret
regular
room.
shit. Yeah, but they would do special copies for radio stations. You know, maybe a live version that they officially didn't release.
How much were they worth? Like $50, $100 back then?
Honestly, this goes back so far I couldn't even tell you anymore. I mean, it was very lucrative.
Yeah.
It helped me get by when the radio stations weren't paying me shit. See, Sam, I've been there.
I know.
But you can't steal anything and sell it to anybody. There's no record stores anymore.
No. Just take Rob Zombie stuff.
Or they would just have box sets for giveaways. And you'd have like 10 box sets. You'd take one for yourself. The program director would take one.
Oh yeah,
And then we'd give
Go
out, and then
away.
we'd give maybe 5 away. And then, we all would secretly
pilfer.
Individually go to the record shops. And then you go in there, it'd be awkward because you would see like the WCMF stamp on stuff. And you're like, I wonder how that got there. And the racks.
The K-Rock thing was such a joke because I just remembered it wasn't.
He didn't believe me when I told him.
Well, the station wasn't technically flipping; they were moving, and they were like, "No, we're not flipping. We're just moving all this stuff."
Yeah, sure you are.
So Eric and me were like, we saw the writing on the wall. We were like, they're not putting this stuff up anywhere.
Yeah,
it's just gonna get packed away.
Is the Rob Zombie thing worth anything?
I don't know.
It's worth
It's
something
like
to you because you love Rob Zombie. But I mean, if you,
it's either a gold or it's a legitimate gold or platinum record of Hellbilly
fake
Deluxe.
gold.
I mean, I'm not saying it's
fake platinum, whatever.
Do you like Hellbilly Deluxe?
Yeah, it's his first solo album. It's amazing.
You love it? You like White Zombie too?
Yeah.
He fucking loves. He's got the tattoo.
No, I
I
know.
know all that.
I got a little video of him singing karaoke. Some Rob Zombie karaoke. Yeah,
Sam doesn't seem like a guy who would love Rob Zombie because he's so into like rap and we always think you're a black guy, but
oh boy,
that's his guy.
Sure
It's
does.
weird that Rob
Tattoos,
Zombie's
everything.
It's really
He's
strange.
a crazy man for Rob Zombie. He's
Well,
a homo for him.
One
I
of his
think.
good friends coming in today.
Oh,
Tom Papa is very close with him.
oh,
With Rob?
Oh, yeah.
They're like hangout dinner friends.
that's fucked up.
Makes me jealous.
I don't see that.
Why?
as
Why?
Tom, they did a project together years ago, but like Tom would go on a tour bus with him. Him and Cynthia would go to Ozfest last year, or years, but 8 years ago. But they just went on Rob
They don't
bus with
seem
him.
like two
Nah,
guys.
not at all.
Tom did a voice in Rob Zombie's animated movie.
Oh.
And now, yeah, Rob Zombie directed Tom Papa's comedy special that's coming
He
up.
does comedy specials.
What?
Yeah.
And
is it scary?
It's
actually a really good opening.
I saw the opening,
it's
actually.
Fucking
It's
very
really good.
Zombie's
Yeah.
good, man. He's a weird director. He's got his own, but it's that when you see something like, yep, that's him.
Isn't that weird? His last name's Zombie, and he took that path in life to be like.
It's just such a great coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name
Sometimes
was
it just works out.
I
you
should
know?
be Chip Wild.
All right, so anyway.
Ew, you're embarrassing.
A sick fucking puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You
Chip Rocka. You don't like Chip Wild?
Chip Wild? No, I don't.
I like it so much I'm turning green with envy.
Oh, look out.
It's my joke.
I'm sorry, Chip.
It's a good one. Whew. Tom Papa's in at 8:30.
He's funny. I told you, his friendships make me sick.
It's weird because he seems so straight edge. Like, how does he hang out with Rob Zombie?
not
Although Rob Zombie doesn't really do much of anything, right? He's not
Rob Zombie's like a vegetarian.
Yeah,
now.
he does, and he doesn't drink or drug or any of that shit.
Not really.
It's not even Zombie. It's the fact that he's all right. Then he goes up. He's friends with Seinfeld.
Right.
Who?
And then he's friends with Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood,
Like
right?
Eastwood loves him. He's flown on
Still?
Clint's plane.
He's still
Clint?
Oh yeah,
loves
he's
him.
told the Clint Eastwood story.
I know.
It really annoys me.
Does he still like him though?
Yes.
Clint, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, really. Hey, who saw this coming? Chaz Bono and the fiance there call off their engagement and their relationship.
Holy shit! What's the matter? The wife figure out the husband had no dick? That'll put a damper on any marriage.
I mean, if you're gonna have a husband, shouldn't he have a dick?
Should have a dick. I think my dick.
Well, I think she wants to be with a broad, and all of a sudden her broad turns into a dude without a dick.
Yeah.
That got confusing.
So she finally said, "Fuck this."
That's a sign of some real mental instability when you get
With who?
engaged with people that get engaged, right? And then lickety split, they're not engaged anymore and they're broken up, unless there's some cataclysmic cheating event or something. But if you change your mind that quickly with something that important, seems to me like there's some issues. And I think you could determine there were some issues prior to just
Yeah, what
calling
told you
off
that
a
there were
wedding.
issues when the breast got cut off, or she fucking
Grew a beard.
grew a beard like fucking George Michael?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what happens? You used to be like, Chastity, and now you look like Kenny Loggins. What happened, madam? She was a great guest, though, right? I loved her.
Yeah, she was all right,
Chaz
man.
was
She was
fun,
way
man.
better than I thought she would be.
Yeah, yeah.
Very open and honest, and she answered everything we asked her.
That's all you ask of a guest is just fucking answer the question.
I'm
She was
still
great.
beyond confused by this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, me too.
That's all you
Because,
ask?
like, I mean,
Son, all I've ever asked of my Marines is for them to obey my orders as they would the word of God.
Word of God.
Oh, God.
because Chaz's chick there likes girls, but now the girl she was with is now sort of dude. I call it a sort of dude. That's
Major
gotta be
Nelson,
confusing.
but then the girl came in and
Yeah.
penis.
What are they saying? You rock.
You're not Mike goes out.
I
That's
leaned
okay.
on it. Whoops.
A big fan of
good.
Dr. Bellows, are you?
Well, Major.
I always think that's Robin Williams when you're doing it.
It always sound. Major Bellows kind of sounded a little like.
A major? Doctor?
Oh, Dr. Bellows. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Dr. Bellows.
What? All I've ever asked of a guest is that they just answer questions.
Yes.
That's it.
Son, all I've ever asked of my Marines is for them to obey my orders as they would the word of God.
God. God.
Such a reasonable request, isn't it?
It is. It's reasonable. The word of like if God came down and asked him something, you should listen to this guy with equal intensity.
But the best part is the setup where he goes, "Son, all I've ever asked of my Marines, like it's reasonable.
It's reasonable
until the last word.
All I ever ask, which is a reasonable thing. It's like, look, I'm not asking anything crazy, just that you take my word as you would the word of God.
It's completely rational until the last moment.
Son, all I've ever asked of my Marines is for them to obey my orders as they would the word of God.
All I've ever asked. God.
He's the
That is
greatest.
a hilarious line.
Yeah. What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke? That guy's the greatest character ever in a movie.
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke? You love your country?
Yes, sir.
But how about getting with the program? Why don't you jump on the team and come on in for the big win?
And he's the second half of the movie.
Dude, he's the
That's
fucking
unbelievable.
That's his only
It's the first-
scene.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
his only scene.
And the first half is so amazing.
He's great.
So Chaz said on Twitter, thanks for your concern about our separation. I'm doing fine, and we remain on good terms with nothing but respect and affection for each other.
Oh.
Because they are Dunsky.
And no penis.
No penis. I think the no penis.
No dick will fuck a relationship up, I think.
But maybe she doesn't want the penis, but she certainly doesn't want the beard. She wants everything to be soft.
You think?
And pillow. Yeah.
Because that one's a lesbian, the dark-haired?
Yes.
And, it's just so confusing, this whole thing.
Whole thing just drives me
transgendered, as I would call them, politically correct.
I just don't understand.
There's a guy that should absolutely be put to death here in New York, and it's not going to happen.
Oh my God!
The guy that lit that lady on fire.
Oh, lit the old lady on fire in the elevator. He's all burnt up too.
Great picture in the paper today, man. His skin is falling off his face because he got burned too.
It looks like beef jerky's peeling off his cheeks.
Yeah. But brings up something we'd like to bring up a lot. We have a death penalty here in New York that we have never used. It was such a joke when the politicians, who was it, Pataki at the time?
Yeah.
Pataki put it in.
Everybody was like, oh, woo, about
Everyone was
time,
like,
finally.
all right, yay. And I don't even know how many years at this point, and we haven't killed one fucker yet.
With some of the most heinous crimes that have happened and just nothing. And a lot of situations you get like, I don't believe in the death penalty because too many things happen. There's cases of mistaken identity and things like that. This case is perfect for the death penalty. He's on video. He has a background with a problem with this woman. He's on video spraying her with gas. He smells like gas, and then he's all burnt up.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
So kill him.
And the funny thing is, people would call up and go, this isn't even a death penalty case. What are you guys talking about? I don't give a fuck. This is a death penalty case.
Why
in my
wouldn't this be
eyes.
a death penalty case? It's
I'm sure
murder
there's
one.
I'm sure there's some kind of twist.
It's fucking premeditated murder. Of course it's a fucking death penalty case, you dummies.
Last execution in New York, 1963.
1963.
I think the cop killer should be put to death.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is that a death penalty case?
Cop killer should be.
In the commission of a crime, I think it is.
Oh, yeah, that would be a death penalty case. Absolutely.
They had an unbelievable send-off for the guy out there on Long Island. Holy fuck, the pictures coming in, the loyalty and the brotherhood there.
Oh, my God, so many
man.
fucking...
Holy
just
shit.
a sea of blue,
Holy
all
shit.
the hats.
So
it looks amazing. I mean, unfortunately, it's for that.
Yeah.
But, boy, they sure do know how to make a showing. It's amazing.
Last person put to death was 1963. When was the death penalty put back in? I'm trying to think, but that's got to be
90.
I'm going to say 20 years.
Something.
I'd guess 20 years.
Robert Johnson, I think, was a DA in the Bronx where he wouldn't go after it. Morgenthau wouldn't pursue it.
Yeah, that's what it happened. The
DAs
DAs
won't go after it.
Yeah,
were so anti-death penalty that just having the law there didn't mean shit.
Why have a death penalty if you're not going to use it? It's just political wrangling.
They're
as
more
they like to
liberal
say.
appointees, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So stupid. 1995.
Well.
So what, 16 years? 16 years ago?
Yep.
With not one guy. They didn't use it on one guy.
16 years, not one guy.
Not a
and,
one.
And I think in 16 years in New York State, there's probably been some crimes that have
Probably been a few.
absolutely merited the death penalty. But bunch of jack-offs. That's what they are.
Fucking 49ers, man. I'm telling you, I'm picking these guys to win.
To go all the way?
The Super Bowl.
I'm going with
I'm
Tim
doing it
Tebow.
today. I'm doing it today. Because fucking defenses win Super Bowls, and the 49ers are ridiculously good. They beat Pittsburgh 20-3, although Roethlisberger was looking like fucking Lurch or Frankenstein out there. He could barely move.
Really?
I don't know if he should have even played. I don't know. I don't know that shit. But 20-3. Do you see the lights go out?
No, I wasn't watching.
The whole fucking lights went out.
I heard about that on
Twice.
the news. And the broadcast cut out and everything?
Yeah. Pitch dark.
Whoa. That's got to be a little scary in a stadium. Wondering,
Why?
It's going to be pandemonium.
Nah, you just sit there.
Pandemonium.
You just sit there and let everyone else do their shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Especially if you're in the
pillage.
middle of a row, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protected.
If you're on I don't know, the end there, it might be rough with everyone getting out, but you're good.
Did
you
they
just sit there?
Did they light some candlesticks?
Oof. One of Sam's cookies just rolled across the
tumbleweed cookie. I had to knock a fucking cat off of the console. He was scratching at it. He was going to shit in it.
No, there was
See,
no
kitty
cat.
litter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 49ers, there you go. Stephen S. from Bayshore is going, why did you do that to all the 49ers fans? What? I'm good. My sports picks are fucking solid, man. They're solid these days.
Damn.
Who you got for the Super Bowl?
You know what? I got to go with either. I'm not counting the Broncos out.
What?
I know the miracle is
Not
over.
even a chance.
You know, you just don't know with this fucking. He's a wild card. He's got Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking Green Bay probably.
Packers to win it all?
Go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go?
Go Pack Go.
What about the Pats?
Fuck the Pats.
You don't like the Pats?
Nah.
What's wrong with the Pats?
I don't think they're going to do it this year. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Pats fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where is this? I'm going to try something.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
You trying some?
No.
We just said that out loud.
Yeah, you definitely are.
You just...
No. What?
Oh.
16 candles.
The other day.
What are you trying?
What?
Did you say something?
What?
The police are here. The police.
You dummy, it was supposed to get the people in their cars.
Oh.
You know how that works? That old gag?
We used to do pretty well with that.
But wouldn't we have to keep talking?
Well, yeah, we didn't set it up properly at all.
No, like we should keep talking.
It was a horrible setup.
Oh, you did a good job, Sam. Aunt, why are you holding that to the mic?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that? What is that?
I don't know. It's just some dumb app.
What's the app called?
Get out of my way. So you walk down the hallway and go like this.
Nah, but that wouldn't work because you're not a car. It should flash green. Everybody would think you're envious.
Wait, yeah, how does that app work in your favor? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just a dumb app. I thought it
I'm
would be
trying to
fun.
think how it would work in your favor.
I thought it would be fun to play it over the microphone and then have people go like, look in the review. They always get scared.
Yeah.
People get frightened when they hear that. We used to do that all the time. Or the phone ringing was a good one.
What do you guys think
the
of
old days?
What do you guys think of Barney Frank's nipples on TV?
Oh
yesterday?
my God!
That
just
video went
not
everywhere.
Just nipples, giant Fred Flintstone body tits.
Oh wow,
man! I don't know what's going on there.
He's got big fucking meat.
Too many
tits.
men tugging on him for too many years.
Yeah, he probably likes intense nipple play.
Nipple play.
I think he was advertising.
He was.
For future nipple play because he's got some fucking nipples and boobs.
With the shirt, it was horrific. Could you imagine what that looks like without the shirt?
No, man.
Oh, it's god awful.
I hate my tits.
They're not like that. I gotta fucking work on my chest all the goddamn time, but I don't look like that shit.
Does it help when you get like lipo? That really helps.
Yeah, I guess. The Rock did it.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
The Rock says, "Suck my fat."
The Rock got some shit sucked out of his
Are you
chest
kidding or
years
no?
ago.
Yeah.
There were rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because he's got that big Samoan body. Mm-hmm. They're known for their abnormally large breasts and males. Yeah.
Look at Barney Frank, Jimmy. You didn't see this?
I did see this.
You did see it?
No, now I just saw it.
Oh, look at that.
Great. Look at this. He's literally.
He looks like Meatloaf in Fight Club.
Yes. Look at those tits.
Look at the bitch tits. That's bitch tits.
Holy shit! They're big side titties, and his nipples are cross-eyed.
Why is his arms out like that?
Well,
he's got his
broken
cast
arm
on
or
his arm, so
something.
he couldn't put his
jacket on.
Yeah,
because the jacket would cover up that shit.
In the passage of this
How do you break his arm?
taken as a criticism of the
jerking off.
FDIC. I have been very impressed.
Did you like
with
Barney
the
Frank?
leadership
No.
that
He's
was
way
given
too
to the
liberal for me,
FDIC
but
by
he's
the
needed.
recently
To
retired
balance it out a
chair,
little bit.
Sheila
Need a little balance?
Yeah, I don't hate him.
There's his big giant.
I like the fact that he fucked
bitch
hookers.
I hate balance when it's not in my favor. I like that. You see some of those Occupy Washington people? They did a little social experiment. They took a living nativity scene, and they sat down in their little circle, their little encampment, and were completely harassed by the Occupy people saying, this isn't about religion, get out of here. Instead of, hey, everybody's doing their own thing here and showing what you believe in, they were saying it offends me. How about the things that you're offending people.
Sure.
And people are saying that, and you say we have a right to do this, that, and the other thing, and they were literally bad mouthing these people, trying to get them away.
They just want to make their own rules. That's all.
Crank the volume up a little bit.
That's what this is about.
Yeah, they have this goddamn song playing on the background. Goddamn. You're saying to church, man, the protest is right up in their face. Is that legal? Another one's asking.
That's crazy. Number 401 Kings man. That's not my Lord, and God is my Lord. But I wouldn't get up here and start preaching Islam to people. I wouldn't, because it's not my place. It's not my place. It's not your place either.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, I would move it.
NCAA, Jesus would be a terrorist. I'm a follower of Islam.
He's a follower of Islam because it's cool.
You think
the
nativity scene over there is in bad taste? It's in bad taste. The atrocities of the Christian faith that has ravaged humanity.
Oh, really? And he's Islamic, he says. He's some white kid that calls himself Islamic.
I think it would offend other people.
Right. All right. We heard enough. But
Suburban white kid.
The whole thing is they're
But no one's really
saying,
up in arms. They're just...
Dude, they're telling him to leave.
They're just voicing their opinion, though.
Their opinion, though, is the same fucking opinion. People walk up to them and say, you offend me,
Oh, no, I
get
agree
a
with
job,
that part.
you don't belong here.
But I thought there was, like, way more outrage, that's all. They're pretty much
How
just...
about you fucking accept everybody? What happened to this social community where everything's accepted? What a bunch of horse shit. I'm glad this whole scene is dead. Their whole Occupy thing is dead.
A lot of people say it's not dead.
Oh, it's dead.
They're regrouping.
Dead as Kim Jong Il.
They've gone indoors.
Not to be confused with Kim Jong Un.
Hey, Kim Jong, right?
Kim Jong.
Now Kim Jong dead, not Kim Jong Il.
Kim Jong dead
Instead
and
of
Kim Jong Un.
Un is the new guy, but did Kim Jong Il have 5 hole-in-ones in one round of golf or 11?
What?
You don't know this?
No.
He's the greatest golfer of all time.
Oh.
But I heard it was 11 hole-in-ones in one round of golf.
He's amazing.
Did they really just let him do that?
Of course.
What?
Did they just let him do that?
Winter rules, you know.
The whole country believes it. I think it's 5, but I heard 11 too. There's a whole bunch of things. Did we do the list of things that the country believes he did?
You're a good caddy. That's something to be very proud of. You tear a tie whereby gunning for him. He have as good as he say he is. He got to pray me to prove it.
Very good. Where's the list of things that the country believes that this guy did? It's a pretty amazing list. Greatest golfer ever. I think his first round of golf, he shot 38.
38. That's impossible.
It's not impossible.
Maybe they all know he's full of shit and just they know they can't say it.
Somebody help me, man.
Dr. Beep, I've been crop champion 5 years running, and I know slouch myself.
Yeah, it's funny.
We got to find that list of shit because it's good, man. They believed a lot of things he did. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
You know some of the stuff?
No, I just know he was a horrible fucking tyrannical leader that fucked his country up, starves his people, and it kind of sucks to live there.
You got it, Sam?
No.
All right, I'll look too, man. Somebody have it? Someone have a link?
Easy to green when ship come in, and you got the stock market beat, but the man who can smile, the man who's worthwhile. But his shots are too tight in seat or something. I fucked that line up.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you did pretty good.
Smile.
Sometimes when we touch, your honesty's too
You like that song, Jimmy?
It's lovely.
That I have. Yeah, you like that one?
Fuck it, my friend will start, because he can really sing.
Yeah.
He will belt that out, and it's so uncomfortable.
I bet.
Because it's a guy really singing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we touch, you know,
Is he good, though?
oh, he's
Yeah.
he's hilarious, but he's. I was like, God, you can sing. He goes, well, I sing on the side for like in a cover band. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. And he sings that one?
like it, but he means it. The honesty's too much. And you realize what a terrible song that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a horrible song. There it is.
I think I might have found it.
Who did this song?
I don't know.
Dan Hill?
Yeah.
Dan Hill.
And I choke on my reply.
It's just a
Very
groveling song.
Hurt you honestly. Let me mislead you
with a cry. I'm gonna croon it. Who am I to judge you? When the words you say are true and do with something.
I'm only just
The crooner. Or sing it like a douchebag.
The fucking Puppies does the cover
yeah?
of this.
I want to hear that.
Yeah. Sometimes I touch you with a knife.
Whoa.
The honesty's too much. And I have to close.
This song used to make me sad because I was in love with a girl in junior high that didn't love me, and for no reason,
a treat for you, Mo.
for no reason whatsoever, I tied this song to how I felt about the girl.
Oh, you fucking made me sick.
Yeah, you know why it makes you sick? Because you're thinking of yourself too.
Of course, I'm awful.
Faggot.
Please, Babe by Styx was my first song with a girl. But I used to walk by a girl's house with Iron Man playing and think I was cool. But no, it's because I know the line is when you'd hold each other and both break down and cry. Like you thought you and the girl were going to hold each other.
Why couldn't we, though,
and
Jimmy?
realize your love?
But no, she didn't even know who I was. And I don't know why I equated this song to our non-existent relationship, but she was... Like, when I saw her, this was the song.
You would have both cried. Her when she realized what a drunk you are, and you when you realized you couldn't fuck other girls anymore.
You want to hear about Kim Jong Il? I found the list.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Sometimes when we touch... No, it wasn't Dreamweaver, you asshole.
Going to get Tom Papa. Why do you have to go get Tom Papa? Why? What?
Oh.
Why don't we have a staff? We're still working.
Why are you
What
getting?
happened?
You're on air right now.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
No one's here.
No one's
Can you
here.
imagine other shows doing this?
Be right back, guys.
Cry. I thought we were going to both break down and cry. Thought I was going to hold her. So the fear in me sits. What kind of fear did I have?
Being called a homo for holding a doll? Maybe. You should have sang that.
That's true.
Break down and cry with you.
I know.
When you fall in love for the first time, you do dumb shit.
Oh, it was.
I used to like Open Arms by Jerry.
Yeah.
And go listen to the words. This is our song.
Did you think they described you the lyrics?
Oh, of course.
You know what? When you fell in love back in your teens and stuff like that in school, it was totally all-encompassing. Every second of the day.
You couldn't do anything else.
You couldn't do anything else but think about it. Fucking, it was a plague. It was a blight. And it was something that was fantastic and horrible.
Horrifying.
It was just
because then you would
terrible.
think about it ending or something.
Yes, and it would. But when you were in it, it was like this. It was so much more than it is now. Now it's just what it is, you know.
This
It's
is a
like,
good one, though. This is a good one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good tune.
Yeah, but
do you come with open arms?
No, I cheat. No, everything's closed. My phone is locked. Open arms, locked phone.
That's right. You couldn't do your homework. You couldn't
Nothing
fucking hang
could
out with your
be done.
friends anymore. You couldn't do shit.
It was a constant adrenaline rush that you were constantly getting butterflies and whooshes.
It was
and,
a nightmare.
And then
There was too much pressure.
and that was when you were just alone thinking about it.
Right.
Then when you saw the girl,
Oh, forget it.
it was crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
You looked like such an idiot.
I was a madman.
You mean when
for
you were dating her or when
being
you just
in
liked
love.
her?
No, he's talking about
being in
this fucking
love.
this junior high school love shit.
I was in love.
Where you thought this was it, you would never see another girl in your life.
I wouldn't even look at it like I would look at other girls and think, oh, she's disgusting compared to
couldn't
whoever.
You're so right. You couldn't even see any other good-looking girls.
No, they
if you
weren't
think
good-looking.
about
It was like
no
that.
one else was good-looking.
No.
You couldn't even acknowledge that.
No. And then they fuck you over. And you try to break your arm in your garage with a baseball bat to garner sympathy.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, God.
Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Hi, Papa. Yeah, I literally did that, Jimmy. I know.
that's
It disgusts
terrible.
you. But I couldn't really commit to it So I just wound up bruising my arm. I'm talking about being in love in like junior high, and the girl broke up with me and actually went out with one of my friends. So I went into the garage with a baseball bat, tried to break my arm to get sympathy from her. Like, oh look, I have a broken arm. How could you break up with me when I now have a broken arm? So I took the bat and would swing it, and yeah, I kind of hold up. I bunt. I kept bunting instead of swinging away.
But that's
on my
your
arm.
body's own self-defense.
Of course it is.
Like, you
my
want
brain
to
was
keep
calling me
going.
an idiot, but my heart said, swing away, swing away.
You couldn't really commit.
No, I couldn't commit to the pain.
I punched a brick wall in Geneseo over and over again to get the attention of a girl.
Yeah.
That didn't give a fuck about me.
You punched it in front of her?
No, just if I had like kind of a broken hand, that somehow that would make her pay more attention to me.
I
Fucking
one time
pathetic.
pretended I was in a fight. I rode off on my bike and like ripped my T-shirt, pulled the neck, ripped the T-shirt.
How you pictured someone that had been in a fight would look.
Messed my hair up and came back. Like, I was just in a fight. I was attacked in the woods by some guys. And they're just looking at me.
Did she believe you?
No.
Oh, God.
I didn't look like I was in a fight. I looked like I woke up.
I think my broken hand idea, it would make me look tough if I had a cast, and that would somehow make her go, fuck, he's
And
a
I'm the
real
idiot.
man.
I'm the asshole. See, we
No,
all had the
I
same
lied. Of
dumb
course.
idea that somehow some physical thing was going to make her emotionally like you again.
Yeah.
And it never worked.
By the way, E-Rock has decided to go with a love soundtrack in back of us. He's just picking songs now.
Yeah.
No, Tom, but Anthony made a great point, and something I forgot
course I
about
did.
a long fucking time ago. When you fell in love for the first time, basically like junior high, high school, whenever the fuck it happened, that real falling in love for the first time, where you couldn't do anything else with your life. Nothing.
Encompassing.
Nothing. You couldn't even hang out with your family. You couldn't do shit. You would just sit around waiting for the next time you could either talk to her or see her.
You had no idea what was happening to you.
No, nothing.
No,
you were just being
you just
swept away by this. What the fuck is this emotion?
I'm in love. I'm not going to see my friends. My parents are going to be mad because I'm not doing anything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just obsessing over this girl.
But we're saying it was too much pressure for a young kid like that.
Yeah, you're completely out of your mind.
Yeah,
you're
you're out of
completely
your mind.
out of your mind. I was in 5th grade and I fell in love with Suzanne Moore.
Oh,
and she was freckly and she was big, and I all of a sudden
She was big. Was she a fatty?
I had
great big fat person.
she was tall. She was kind of
tall girl.
Yeah, and I have a picture of it, literally, of me. All of a sudden, I went from being a kid like in a T-shirt to wearing a button-down shirt, and I rolled up the sleeves like just up to the arm, and then unbuttoned like to mid-chest, and I had like a little communion necklace that I had.
God.
I wore that so the chain would be like right in the V of where my shirt was on, and I'm like walking.
Very calculated.
All of a sudden, I'm like Don Juan. I really thought I was like Saturday Night Fever, like John Travolta.
John Travolta. Yeah.
And
You were like Travolta, but not in the ways that you thought. You were like Travolta on the steps of a plane. There's another photographer's looking.
Bidding adieu to a close friend.
Just give me a hug kiss.
But we used to go out. There's this little nature trail, and we used to go walk down the nature trail and make out. And it was so early that we didn't even know what making out was. We would just smush our faces together.
Yeah.
Didn't open our mouth at all.
On TV.
But all day, all night, I would wait and think about when are we getting back on the nature trail.
Would your genitals get funny? Would they get a little funny?
Yeah,
Get hilarious. They got hilarious.
Like, what is going on down there?
That's exactly. There was this girl named Donna Yankee, spelled with a J. I think they were from New Mexico.
Of course they were.
And they moved to Central Islip in the apartment complex I lived in. And this girl was, I guess, the grade lower than me, and I was in like probably 3rd grade, so this is really early on.
Yeah.
And we used to go down into the basement of the apartments and make out.
Really?
Which amounted to, like you said, closed mouth, just squishing lips together and trying to move your head around and look like Cary Grant.
It's true. That's all you would do is wiggle your head a
That was
little.
it, wiggle your head, and then looking around when you heard a sound, hoping, somebody wasn't looking.
Right.
And this bitch, this little fucking bitch,
broke your heart.
I wanted to keep doing this because it was great. It made my genitals feel funny. and Then she started going out with this other kid down, Michael. Started going down with Michael into the basement. I saw her and Michael go down the steps to the basement one day.
Oh, that's...
And I'm like, what fuck? That was like walking into a bedroom and seeing your wife with another man.
What about, at least she wasn't going down with Leroy.
And as a matter of fact, in the Central Islip apartment buildings, there was one apartment that was just for black people. Like all the other apartment buildings were white people, white people, white people. They put all the black people in one apartment. This is 1971. 72 maybe, and if I saw her go down those stairs, oh boy, good riddance.
Remember that?
So
Good
heartbreaking.
riddance, remember that empty feeling though you had when it fucking fell apart? Because that was a disaster of an emotion too.
And then
how do you
had to
handle that
stand
at a young age?
I had to stand at the bus stop with them, and I'm like, fucking, I got my dumb school bag, and I'm looking at them like, you fucking prick.
You're all
It
sweaty.
takes a little piece of you away forever.
Yeah, that was
forever.
it.
Forever.
That was a little chunk taken away of all the chunks that have been taken away that made me what I am right now as I fucking sit here, a bitter man.
Oh,
Afraid of things being taken away. That's why you hate Obama. You know.
Yes. See,
I was so. I
did
didn't
he go
have
to the basement with Donnie Yankee?
He probably did.
Probably did. That
Probably
bastard.
did.
Smooth.
More importantly, how's the cookie, Tom? You just had one.
Amazing.
Oh.
It's really good. It's solid.
Not
It's a solid.
too dry?
Exactly. It's dry.
It's too dry.
It's a solid mom cookie.
Yeah, it's a mom cookie, all right.
It was. It's
Jesus
homemade.
Christ. That thing's
Homemade
terrible.
mom cookies from Sam's mom.
Well, no, I thought they were like deli store bought, and I was like, these are good for like being in a deli.
That's great. Yeah.
I didn't know how to kiss a girl, so I asked Jill. I've told the story in the air before. It was in 4th grade. We were like in the woods area. And I'm like, I want to ask you something. And she's like, okay. I'm like, you know what my favorite band is, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh, every time I hear this, I fucking cringe.
And she just ignored me.
She shuts up. Cigars and Scotch says she should have went Queen. Cigars and Scotch always with the funny one.
Maybe David Bowie's.
What? Oh, Chip.
Oh,
You don't know how to ruin everything. Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
That's brutal.
How humiliating.
That's great.
I remember when I first got back, we would make out and squish faces, and then I just didn't know what to do with my hands, and then it was like, I went up her, like was holding her skin, like her back.
yeah. Crazy.
And went back, I was like, I think I got to second. My friends were like, what, you took off her bra? I'm like,
nah, you were picked off at first.
Right?
That's what happened. You were outthrown.
Yeah, exactly.
You ran the wrong way.
You ran to the on-deck circle.
And spun around.
But speaking of which, you remember the pressure of trying to get that bra off casually?
Oh, forget
Because it
it.
wasn't
Now
all
you're
about like,
talking
I'm going to just take your fucking bra off. It was like you're trying to work it.
Whole new
8,000
territory.
Fuck.
You're 8,000 steps forward
Oh,
from
I
smushing
understand.
mouth kiss.
It was so much pressure. You never saw one before.
and
You
it-
had no idea how it worked.
And if she was a bit big on top, there was a bunch of snaps.
Yeah,
what
the
was that
first, like,
about?
training bras were just
Holy
like-
fuck.
Like
It looks like
chastity
those
belts.
It looks like that final place they fasten the cables on the Verrazano Bridge. Like that final big block of cement.
And you're there with your little 9-year-old hand.
just trying to
'Cause then
get those 9-foot diameter bolts off.
Because you finally get to an age, like, we all know what's going on here. Let's just do this. But
Right.
back then, it was like everything had to be like
Trying to make it
fucking
sexy.
undercover and
And you knew if it wasn't smooth, it was over.
Oh,
it would
fuck
kill the
yeah.
whole thing.
Kill the mood.
because she wanted to make believe it's just there's an oopsie happening.
Right.
They,
Maybe this will work.
We had talked also previously about how square dancing in gym class was a sexual experience in a way because you went to school with these girls all the time. You saw them, but you never touched them at all, unless you were going out smushy face with one girl. But these are just the regular girls you're with, and now you're holding hands like you're all in the circle. So you're
God, that was
just
awesome.
holding hands with a girl was like, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want Pam Bernfeld. Could you move?
Right.
Could you move because I want that girl's hand? And
Everybody was moving
everyone's
around.
jockeying
Yeah.
for
You
position.
didn't know who the fuck you were going to get until the last second.
But then when you're like doing the promenade and you got your arm around the girl, and, yeah, it was like, wow, I'm touching this girl, and you fucking again, you're just like, you freak out.
I want to go back to the bra thing again, though. Because another memory. So it's 4 snaps.
4.
You get the first one done. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
second one done. And if you ever got to the fourth where it just was unleashed, you would start fucking foaming.
Well, you get more
But
tension on each one that
Right,
you take
sure.
off. So the last one's got a lot of tension
But
holding
sometimes
it.
you
So
would
it
only
takes a
get,
good
she'd allow.
squeeze.
These girls were weird. Sometimes they would only allow you to do one or two and
Oh,
keep
yeah,
the other
they're
two
freaking
on.
out.
No.
But
But
even
if you got all four off and that thing went free,
But if
you'd
it
be
went
out of your
free,
mind.
you still then had to come back to the front
And figure some
try and
shit
go
out.
up.
Right, and then
that
you could be
was a
stopped
whole-
there,
You could be
too.
stopped there. It was a minefield.
Oh, man, was it?
Minefield. That's why this was the cure-all for the stop.
You got it? You
No!
got it?
Oh, boy.
What happened?
What happened?
Oh,
jeepers.
You know what? My goddamn template's ripped.
And by the way,
That's old school template.
By the way, you just dated yourself because Mr. Coffee's like square dancing in gym class.
Yeah, we did square dancing.
Did
in
you
gym
square
class.
dance in gym?
Yeah,
Tom?
It was before Xbox.
Well, it probably ended with this whole PC shit. We're like, look, we can't have fucking
These kids
girls
touching
and
each
boys
other.
touching each other in class.
Exactly.
Right.
Because like Anna
Especially
said in the
now.
past, that's like having sex. When
It
you're
was-
when
Yeah.
you're 11, 12 years old, that's like holy fuck, that's hardcore sex.
Could you imagine being the teacher, like when all the kids came back from that class, all sweaty, their eyes big?
Oh, man.
Little
Just
boners.
fucking
boners in everyone's pants?
Pre-cum in everybody's
Try and
the
teach
front
them
of their-
about the Gettysburg Address.
Yeah, good luck. Oh, they had to know. They were just...
Yeah,
When
because you
they-
know what just happened the period before. You're like, did that just happen? Was I basically having sex with that girl?
It was like Pavlov's dog when you heard the motor that opened up that accordion door at the gym and combined the girls and boys side of the gym. You'd hear like, yeah, you're just freaking out, swinging from the ropes,
Fuck yeah.
just in heat, sniffing crotches.
Imagine being the girl that was the first one to get tits before
Breasts,
she was. Yeah.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
think about the torture that girl went through.
I remember this girl in 6th grade. We came back from 5th to 6th grade. It was our last year at the elementary school, which
Yeah.
was 6th grade. And she came back from summer vacation. She was tall and had big tits. And that was it, you know. She was the one.
34
Her first name
Ds.
was Jerry.
Holy fuck.
And she was big, and I was looking at her tits once, and I couldn't stop. And she kicked me in the nuts. Just fucking kicked me in the balls. Boy, she really had a problem with being the only girl with giant tits in there.
There's always one that had to start it off for the rest of the gals.
Ours was just a wreck of her face. Like
Nasty
huge
ass
buck
grill.
teeth, like huge buck teeth and cockeyed, but the biggest boobs we'd ever seen. She was so popular and so hated all the same. For us, it was so
my God.
confusing. It's like, do I think she's pretty?
Well, we're gonna bring her in now, Tom. Let's get her in here. Oh, she's a babe now.
We had a girl, 34 Ds. She wore an army T-shirt, no bra. It drove everyone
Whoa.
insane.
Oh my God!
In school?
Yes, in
The
school.
power.
Crazy.
The power.
Was she allowed to even come to
Who
school?
sucked
She would
them?
just they would just bounce across the cafeteria, and we'd all lose our fucking minds.
Did anybody get to suck them like anything?
Suck
Unfortunately, I wasn't in that circle. You know,
The
Google
sucking
Plus,
circle.
everyone. I wasn't in that one. Wasn't in the tit sucking circle, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no, she was like, she might as well have been 28.
Really?
She was so unobtainable.
It was so hard
to most
to
of us.
find.
I think she was already dating college guys as a 15-year-old. One of those girls.
You know why? It was so hard to find a place to do anything sexually with girls in school. Like, where were you going?
Yeah, like when Jimmy said the woods. It's
Yeah,
like
the
if you
woods.
could find some woods, you went for it.
Fucking woods.
Oldfields. I'll go.
Animals.
Man, animals.
To the woods.
Let's go to the woods. Me up tree fort.
Dude, I'll go local. Oldfields Junior High, they had that little pond. I don't know if it's still there.
The pool de
And,
pond.
and during lunch period, if you were brave, you went and took the walk around the pond, and there was smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, and people making out, which was like hardcore sex for junior high.
I got a brace-faced blowjob at Leahy across the
There you
street
go.
from
Perfect.
Oldfields.
Harborfields.
Yeah, this is last week.
Harborfield.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I think Leahy was Harborfields?
Leahy was right across from Harborfields.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Oldfields had this pond, and the teachers would go back every once in a while, but there was all sorts of there was a system set up to make sure everyone knows the teachers are coming.
I went to Blydenburg Park once, and this was during high school. Blydenburg Park, and they were having a Girl Scout jamboree thing there. And I knew a couple of the girls that were Girl Scouts. So I went into their tent. I totally snuck in. Went into their tent, and they're hanging out in their panties and T-shirts. And I'm in there, and they were playing cards and stuff, and I just thought this was great. And then the one of the head camp leader things were checking on the tents. I had to lay down in the corner of the tent while these 4 girls sat on me to cover me up and folded their legs. And I just sat there with 4 Girl Scouts wearing panties sitting on me.
You're like a chair.
I was like, I wish she would never leave. I wish this moment would never end.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
You popped your own tent.
Oh, they did.
Meanwhile, they're in the fucking tent. They've had little period smells.
Oh, I don't care.
A few dumps that were wiped but not showered.
Gives a
Jimmy
shit.
always has to ruin it.
That doesn't ruin it.
Jimmy ruins it.
It was great.
Dan always had game, though.
I was staring at underoos.
That is pretty hot. I bet you the counselor came in and saw you and just jerked off to what a lucky devil you were.
It was a different time.
There were those moments. So we used to go to a cabin upstate too with these girls, and it was another place where you could actually have sex
close to the woods. A
yeah,
cabin.
Another woods thing. Yeah. And it was one of those things though where you couldn't sleep. You didn't want to sleep because that was wasting fucking valuable time of being in the same bed or sleeping bag with a naked girl.
It's close.
And you just the second I saw the sky turn that bluish color and you hear birds chirping, I'm like, fuck, man.
I'm running out.
You're gonna have to get up. This sucks.
I'm running out of time.
Those were the ones you just wanted. That was it.
Forever.
You could die right there and be completely happy if you were 15 and dead.
And think about that. That memory is so burned in there. And all the girls that you've been with since then, you don't even remember.
Oh, those whores.
But those early ones are so potent.
Oh, yeah.
Because you really had to work it. And
it was a new part of your brain opening up. You're just like, what is this shit?
You never felt that before.
And everything you accomplished
was science.
Everything you accomplished, every step forward was just huge.
Huge.
All fodder to tell your friends.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I was getting pussy all the time. I fucked 30 girls a year.
Shut up, Chip. Chip, I'm so green with envy about that.
I'm sticking it in them, all the holes. Getting them creamy down there.
Oh, Chip. How old, Chip? How old were you?
The time I was 4, I was getting them creamy, sticking it in. Climb on and just pound it until it was like Melba toast.
Oh, Chip.
Or those cookies.
Same thing.
They should probably break now.
No,
ruins
Chip doesn't put a good spin
fucking
on it.
ruins everything.
I just got a lot of puss.
It was such nice memories until Chip chirped up.
Were you guys lame when you talked about it too? We used to go, did you get patched last night?
Oh, God.
You said that?
Oh, yeah. I'll throw myself under the bus. Yeah,
he blew up pirates.
They rented a Robin Williams movie.
We were so fucking lame. We were the nerds of high school. I'm telling you.
Did
I
you
was
get patched last
I wasn't
night?
getting shit. So it's like if you got patched, it was a big deal, and you tell your friends, I got patched.
You were Chip and you didn't even
So
know
you
it.
got I know.
You got lots of patch.
Yeah. So many patches. You're like a patch factory.
A parrot and a peg leg.
Because it was all about just heavy petting and stuff. And most of the girls, especially Harborfield, supposedly had the reputation they didn't go all the way. So if you got patch, it was a big fucking deal.
Patch. I wouldn't have said that at my awful
I
times.
know,
Me and my friends
I know.
blew
I
each
don't
other.
I didn't say it to
You'd be offended by that.
Yeah, patch.
I didn't say it to be cool, obviously. I'm embarrassed
How
here like
old were
that.
you saying that?
16,
From
probably.
Dirty Dancing.
I was a late bloomer. I didn't mature until my senior year of high school.
Really? The girls
Oh, yeah.
didn't come around? You
No,
weren't into girls?
I did well because the 10th graders, because I was more on their level when I was a senior.
Right.
Girls my own age? No, fuck no, man.
And no junior high stuff? Or
A little bit. I was always so small for my age.
Right.
I don't think I had pubic hair until I was 17. I was a late
You were
bloomer.
almost 17.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Paul.
Yeah. You was
That must have been
hairless.
nice and calming, to go through junior high and not
I didn't
be losing it yet.
I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18.
I literally last night had a dinner with all these high school, junior high school people. It's 10 of us. And we see them every year. and it's all the girls that we started with. It's all the first.
Wow.
It's all the junior high first bra strap, and we're
Who does
all
this?
What's that?
Every year you do this?
Every year we do this around Christmas. We
Wow,
get together.
it's crazy.
It's crazy, and the girls look great.
Come on, really?
I mean, yeah, for 40 they look great. And all the guys are just like still plotting because it's the first ones that it ever happened to.
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
potent. And even if they don't look great to us, it's just like the most amazing. It's like a model. We're just all plotting. How can I get them back? How can I get them back to the woods?
How can I get them to the woods?
Are there some woods around?
But it's things you thought you forgot about. When I used to still go to high school reunions, you go back and you get right back to the mindset, and all these memories come back. Like, oh yeah, he liked her, and they're still working it, and this and that.
And you realize you're not really that much older than when you left.
Nah, not really. Same shit.
Nah.
Did your wife go with you and their spouses?
No spouses allowed.
Hey.
Oh, that means you guys.
Wait, so it's literally
Yeah.
you and your guy friends?
Me being like, there's like 5 guy friends and there's like 6 girls.
Where do you guys go?
We'll go to a restaurant and then to a bar. Last night we just went straight to this bar. In
The cemetery.
village.
Hang out and drink beers.
Did your wife get annoyed at that or no?
No, she doesn't. No, because for her, we tell, and partially it's true, is that it's going to be all high school stories. You don't want to sit and hear about all the good old days.
About bras coming off.
Yeah.
First time you got patch.
It used to be just guys, and then all of a sudden the girls heard about it, and then they started showing up, and now it's this is the plot now, and I'll probably blow it. But in high school, we one time rented this beach house, we were all at this beach house somehow. It was maybe someone's parents or something, and it was just one of those times where we were all kind of screwing around. We just lost our minds. It was like everybody was all of a sudden like making out with people you never even liked before.
The Playboy Mansion?
Yeah, right. It was like that. Literally, last night a plan was hatched that we should tell the guys should tell their wives that they're going on a guys' weekend. The girls go off on a girls' weekend, and we just happen to be in the same house. Don't tell the spouses. Just go away, and all of a sudden recreate that thing.
Oh man!
Yeah, the pictures on Facebook of everyone taking the same kitchen photos with, and the girls would probably go, "What? We're not doing that, you assholes! I jerked you off in 1978.
Get over it. You're one of many.
Yeah, I enjoy having a beer with you.
You just described the plot to The Big Chill.
It is. We're trying to replicate it, but a couple of the hot ones were into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
what's
could
going on
happen.
there, huh?
I don't know.
Oh, he just took soon off of the break thing.
That's right.
He wrote, "We should break soon."
All right, we got break.
Sam, and then he goes, "We should break," and then got rid of
Took
soon.
the soon off.
Yeah, then it's gonna be
now fuckers.
Yeah, then it's gonna just be we should gone.
Tom Papa, where are you going to be? Tom Papa live in New York City. Oh, premieres January 8th on Comedy Central.
Yes.
Comedy Central special. Very cool, man.
But I'm not. I'm just hanging in the city for the holidays. I just want to come and see you guys before we broke.
And the Tom Papa on Twitter. Tom Papa, I should just say, on Twitter.
Yeah, Tom Papa. You don't say ad anymore, right? You say it.
No.
Everyone kinda knows.
It's like
You
taking the
kinda know.
www off.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
We finally we
Remember
only
the
started that last.
HTTP colon slash
www.
www. It's like, what is there? Let's get to the point.
We were still doing that 3 months ago. We finally dropped the www.
And with some things, you
feel
just
safe.
don't even say .com. You just go, Google it.
Yeah.
Or fucking, it's
Figure
on
it out.
Yahoo or something. Yeah, you get,
Figure it
God,
out.
we
My
were
name's
just-
Tom Papa. Figure it out.
figure it out.
When we get back, we got all the great things Kim Jong Il did in his life.
He was an amazing man of action, adventure, and leadership.
Really?
Oh,
Action, adventure?
From listening to what he's done, based on the one channel they get in Korea, North Korea. What a man!
Really?
Oh, what a man!
I got a list of some of the better ones.
Only to be bested by his son, who's going to be even better. That's it.
Who's going to be the next leader?
Okay. Done. He in.
So we'll talk about Kim Jong Il.
Kim Jong.
So, are there other cookies coming in, or these are the only ones we got?
You're stuck with those.
Try the key lime
fucking
pie, though.
dry ass cookies.
That key lime pie is to die for.
Really?
If you like really overly sweet key lime pie.
Oh my God.
It looks like it's been hit by something.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Mars trying to cut
his
it.
Puerto Rican knife.
Yeah. They never know how to make a clean cut, those Puerto Ricans.
I don't know what the key lime pie did to him,
Oh,
but
he was stabbing the knife into it and then twisting the knife.
Right, sloppy business.
Just- yeah.
Dude, chill. We just want a piece of the pie.
Yeah, come on, man.
Stabbing it and screaming out the name of an old girlfriend.
More with Tom
wilding the
Papa.
pie.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
We have Tom Papa in studio.
I want to be a dentist.
Sleeves sucks.
I like the sleeves.
Sleeves is a douche.
You know what? You should have said that because now we got to play the Sleeves Christmas song for Tom Papa.
I'd love to hear it.
La, 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 la. It makes no sense. It's depressing. It's not a Christmas
Tom?
song.
Yes, sir.
You're not. What are you
I'm
doing?
just prefacing it for Tom.
Well, let him
It
have an open
stinks.
mind.
It sucks.
Too late.
You're leading the jury.
It doesn't make sense.
You're leading
Listen
the
to the
jury.
lyrics. It doesn't make any sense.
Tom?
He leaves
Yeah.
out
Open mind.
parts and just says la 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 la
Open
when
mind.
there should be shit in there.
Open mind.
And
Open
it's
mind.
depressing. It's a funeral dirge.
I think we finally
Let's hear
found
the song.
a classic Christmas song.
All right.
Ooh, classic.
Because you don't hear many classic Christmas songs anymore.
No.
We have what we got, and nothing new comes out that anyone really grasps onto
Yeah.
and holds onto for many years. And I think
And you
can
think this
with
might
this
be
one.
it?
Yes.
All right.
This
Wow.
is Sleeves and his La La La. What's the name of the song officially?
Oh shit!
All right, listen to this. Tom.
Christmas song.
Turn it up.
I was feeling pretty good for la 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 la. Taking my time on the la 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 la.
What does that mean?
Falling down in the la 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 la. Everybody singing like la 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 la. Decking all the halls with the la 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 la. Making my way to the la 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 la.
It's this is merry.
It's got a little Nat King Cole to it.
Does it? This is terrible.
I like to drink a little beer at the end of the day. Go walking in the town, feel like a million miles away.
What?
Not as
Why?
like a sea, like a sand above the beach. The lights walking in the trees, the people shouting in the street,
What?
and the people in the light, all the children in the light.
In the light?
Singing holy, holy night.
This is so dumb.
We're going to get Tom's opinion in a minute.
good.
I feel like I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
I was feeling pretty good.
Were you?
Taking my time on the la la.
Taking his time on the la 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 la. What does that mean? This is stupid.
There's some interpretations there.
No, it's laziness.
No, it means just kind of fucking take it slow, man. Not worry
That's
so
bad
much.
songwriting, Petey.
It really is horrible songwriting.
You wrote a bad song, Petey.
It's terrible.
Tom, what do you think of the song?
It
That's like
when I heard the little sting before. With the Jews living there, I thought this is funny, but listening to it in context, it's really pretty.
Oh no,
It's terrible.
This is his serious version, and
Yeah.
then he made a goof version about Anthony.
It's like if
Oh,
you
this
went,
is a serious.
Yeah, he
man.
meant this.
It's not.
He meant this.
It's not supposed to be funny.
Imagine this. Imagine this. Yesterday, la 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 la.
Well, they kind
No,
of do
he
that
got lazy.
in that song.
No, they don't.
I think they do.
No. Why she had to go la 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 la. It's lazy.
La 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 la.
I was feeling pretty good in the la la la, making my way to the la la. What, L.A., Los Angeles? At least that makes sense.
Something else, something, and another thing here. Something that rhymes with la 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 la.
He's going to Los Angeles and Louisiana back to back.
Yes. Just back and forth, back and forth.
La 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 la. What's that?
And another thing.
La la la.
I wish I had some words to the sing.
And the people in the street, and other people that you meet going la la la. What? You're awful.
And if la 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 la.
You don't like?
It's terrible.
This is a Christmas song without any words. La 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 la, and something else.
I was writing a Christmas song and the la 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 la. Ran out of words, so I went la 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 la. Have no imagination, la 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 la. I could fit words in here, but I can't write them. La 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 la.
Bad songwriting, P.T.
Trying to sound ironic, la 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 la. Coming off moronic, la 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 la.
Running out of time, la 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 la.
And other people on the street. I just look out the window and write down what I see. La 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 la. There's somebody putting a garbage can on the street. La la la.
A car's over there for la 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 la. A guy is beeping. La 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 la. A bird just shit in my mouth. La la la. Too bad it wasn't in my ears. La la la.
So Tom, you like
Sam's
it,
cookies are concrete. Sam's cookies are concrete.
I dropped it and it broke both of my feet. La, 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 la. I'd rather eat a piece of street.
My molar came out. La la la.
The cats are making duty in the cookies. La 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 la.
My teeth cracked like Vicky LaMotta. La la. Mother's pie is too sweet for la la.
Made by a woman with no taste buds. La 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 la.
Cotton ball cookies for la 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 la. Tasteless shit pieces for la 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 la.
Just because it's shaped like a tree doesn't mean I have to like it. La, la, la.
Should be shaped like a cookie pebble for la la.
Hard dog shit cookie. La la la.
Like eating dried pine cones.
These would make Santa cry. Fa la la la.
Fuck, Jonathan just called me. I didn't pick up on time.
Oh, really?
Fuck.
Fuck, we can talk to him. He's in West Africa for the holidays.
Whoa. Oh, there I was, West Africa.
You know, we got another world traveler on the phone, by the way.
Yeah, Bobby's on hold.
Bobby!
What's up?
Dude.
La, la, la.
Bobby.
Yes, Bob Kelly, la 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 la. Where are you? La 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 la.
Bet you're eating cookies. Fa la la la.
Bobby doesn't care if they're dry. La 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 la.
Laying on the beach for la 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 la. Tourists taking pictures with him. La 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 la.
Sprinkles on his belly. Fa la la la.
Look, mommy, it talks for la la la.
Can I keep it? Fa la la la.
Can we make lamp oil from him? Fa la la.
How much to ride it? Fa la la la.
It's texting with its flipper. Fa la 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 la.
And they roll him in the waves. And they roll him in the waves. Say, watch his blowhole. We're calling Greenpeace. La 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 la.
Someone got to protect him.
Propeller marks on his back. Fa la 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 la. Barnacles on his arm. Fa la 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 la. They serve him in sushi bars illegally. La la.
Make his love handles into candles. Fa la la la.
Jonah fell into his mouth. Fa la la.
Pinocchio's lost inside him. Fa la la la.
He thinks he's popular in casinos. Fa la la. He's mixing up that term. Fa la 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 la. Carvel made a bobby cake. La 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 la.
Every hat is small on him. Fa la la la.
Funny. I hope you're killed like Natalie Holloway. La la. Hope they never find your body. La la.
But that's kind of impossible. Fa la la la.
Can't possibly hide him. Fa la la la.
He'd be in the ocean for la 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 la. Someone would claim him for their country la la.
Cubans coming to America on top of him.
And Bobby's eating all the krill.
He was harpooned by Joran Vandersloot la la.
Strangest food through his baleen. Fa la 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 la. That's a joke for me, marine biologist. Fa la 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 la.
You know that he's just gonna eat until the holidays are over, dude. La la la.
Bobby, thanks for calling, man.
Hey, Bobby.
Wow. There's Bobby from Aruba, everyone. Bobby from Aruba checking in. Bobby.
You know, dude.
Bobby from Aruba. Thanks for the call.
No, wait, do we have... I gotta plug his gigs at least because he called in. He'll fucking...
God, that's funny.
I had to dial 5 country codes.
You know, dude, it's not like I'm down the fucking street.
I want to thank Bobby for calling on our last show of the year. That was amazing, Bobby. Thank you.
Someone's got to
Always
get
a
me
pleasure.
Bobby's gigs because he has the Stress Factory.
I think it's the Stress Factory.
New Year's Eve. 732-545-4242. Bobby is on the Stress Factory.
Looking at his phone, cursing you.
Well, it was a great call. Bob Kelly, everyone.
Bobby's at the Stress Factory New Year's Eve week.
Thursday through Saturday there, Jimmy.
Very funny, obviously. We're teasing
29th
Bobby.
through the 31st.
Yes, in New Brunswick, a great club. And he's at the Wilbur Theater in Boston after the New Year. January.
He gets called a whale for fucking 4 straight minutes and then hung up on. It's just...
What? It was a perfect phone call.
This isn't a nice show.
Why?
Texting with his flipper.
This is all
He's telling his wife, "No, I'm going to call the guys. You know, it's the last show. And we're kind of like family."
Yeah, they're cool. You know, I'll plug the gigs. I'm in Aruba. I'll talk about what I've been doing.
Yeah, really? Will you?
Right now, he's walking down that long hotel hallway, just looking at the bad design.
Head to the breakfast buffet, fa la la. Drown your sorrows in a chocolate fondue, la la.
First one at the continental breakfast, fa la la la.
Lucky you're not flying Southwest, la la. You'd never be allowed on the aircraft, la la. Operation Body Drop, fa la la la.
Well, why push our luck? It was a perfect phone call.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I want to try to get when he's at the Wilbur Theater because I do want to plug his gigs because I do love that dummy.
Of course.
He's so funny.
Oh, that was funny, Bobby. Thank you for that. Wow, man.
Has a Christmas treat all wrapped up.
Boy, it was,
all wrapped up and just given to you.
Yes. Tom Papa in studio. Wow.
What a pisser, man.
Hey,
poor Bob.
I'm telling Jonathan to call the hotline.
Yeah, we want.
Yeah, that's the man we want to talk to.
We sure want to talk to Jonathan. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Calling from West Africa.
Why'd he go there?
Because he just goes on vacation like a maniac. He goes to the worst places, like Somalia.
We don't know why.
I don't know. Why would you
never
go there?
explained it.
He just wants to try and survive.
He's never explained it in a way where we go,
guess.
oh, that makes sense. It's crazy talk.
He's like Commander McBragg. Remember that, that cartoon?
There I was, a rhinoceros heading right for me. I took out my incredibly huge mule.
He's got a big cock, apparently.
Yes, he does.
According to Jimmy's multiple pictures of his groin that he takes.
Really?
Well,
I don't know
you
why.
have
Jimmy
to.
just has picture after picture of his cock.
You have to.
His
though.
crotch through jeans.
If you're little, you're not taking shots of it.
No.
Wow, that was a great phone call from Bob Kelly.
Oh.
Should we do
go
Kim
see him
Jong
at
Il?
Stress Factory on New Year's. That's,
Yes.
that's a good New Year's show.
Bobby is great. We
That's a
tease
good
him,
one.
but he's hilarious. It's a great club.
He's great.
He's so funny.
He's
Bobby
great.
Kelly.
We love him. Kim Jong Il. You want some ridiculous things that people believe?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got some of that music for this?
You better believe.
Where are my little shoes?
I was a great reader. What did he do?
Well,
he fucking broke. He made the country broke.
No.
Starved them out.
Starved them. Kept them literally in the dark at night and in the dark as far as what's going on in the world.
Well, here you go. You want to know what he did?
But I guess he has good points.
Kim Jong Il coached the 2010 Korean World Cup soccer team with an invisible phone.
What?
An invisible phone.
Yeah.
They invented the invisible phone?
This is what people believe.
We got to get in there.
In 2004, Kim Jong Il claimed to have invented the hamburger.
This can't be true.
This is true shit.
How did he claim to invent the hamburger?
Well, he kept his people so isolated and starving.
Right.
And then he went to McDonald's and then came back and was like, look what I invented.
Look, I invent this.
Oh, good stuff.
You can't have any.
Are there any American businesses?
Kim Jong Nam?
I don't think so.
Kim Jong Nam, the oldest son, was originally going to replace his father, but lost his chance after a botched attempt to visit Japan's Disneyland.
He ended up at Universal.
Oh, they don't like Japan very much.
No.
Yeah.
Dad, I just want to go to Disneyland.
Kim Jong Il once attempted to ship all the short people out of North Korea.
Because it.
Why?
Well, it probably.
He wanted taller people in the country.
It made him look a little.
He was trying to do a Hitler thing.
He was self-conscious.
If we get rid of the shortest people in our culture, then maybe.
He was self-conscious.
Yeah.
I bet he was pissed at the Disney thing because he looks like the Small World people. He really did.
With just different hats on.
It's a world of laughter, a world of fear. It's a world of hope and a world of fear. Mostly fear.
What do you mean I'm not tall enough to go on the ride?
Yeah, you must be this high to be tyrannical dictator.
In 78, Kim Jong-il kidnapped director, we learned about this one yesterday, Shin Sang-ok, and forced him to make a socialist...
Did you just make a noise, or was that a name?
Shin Sang-ok.
Oh, you went,
I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
In my language, it's okay.
It was pretty
impressive. They probably say it differently.
Why didn't you take, like, Spielberg?
Yeah, I don't know. But they forced him to make a socialist Godzilla film.
No
we learned about this yesterday.
Come on, it's not a socialist Godzilla film. I imagine it could be a socialist movie, but
yeah. He routinely shoots 3 to 4 hole-in-ones every time he plays golf. He's
Wow.
good. Yeah, that's true. Heavy drinker, reportedly spending $800,000 a year on Hennessy cognac.
Oh. Tears in his eyes, I guess he winds up this last shot. Cinderella boy.
He's powerful.
Oh, he got a run at that one. He's going to take this shot. He's about 150. He's going to use about a 5 iron. He got a lot of it. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
It goes on and on.
Dari Rama was quite a golfer. Let's set our mitts on him.
Oh, there is one other one that's good. He wanted to breed giant rabbits to...
Why would he want to make them bleed? What happened? See, I'm confused with this language
He had a
now.
hunger problem, so he goes, look, let's breed giant rabbits, and then the people could eat giant rabbits.
And I could ride them.
They'll be hopping all over, all right, Tommy?
Hey, Chippy.
Chip.
Merry Christmas, Chip.
And finally...
Sits there with that face on.
I know.
You're frightening.
He was forced to give up cigarettes for health reasons, so what did he do? He forced the entire country to do the same.
You quit the smoking.
We all smoke.
No smoke.
What a jerk off.
If he couldn't have smokes, the
Psycho.
whole country couldn't have smokes. And you heard of how he was born or something, right? His birth was foretold by a swallow and heralded by a glorious double rainbow and the appearance of a new star.
What?
Fucking
Dumb
delusional.
people they are.
He controlled the weather. It just goes on and on.
With my weather machine, I rule the world.
Simon Bar Sinister. What the fuck is that?
Are they that dumb in
You'll
Korea?
never get me. I'll make it snow.
Where's my invisible phone?
I love that guy.
He was so great.
He was always trying to rule the world.
Jonathan's
Sinister
phone
will not fail.
keeps hanging up.
Oh, is it really?
Yes,
Maybe
I don't know
he's
what's going
being.
on.
Maybe he's abducted. They're giving him one call and someone's fucking it up inside.
He dials. They chop off one limb.
You make call. You make call.
He's saying he tried, no answer. He try again.
What the fuck?
No answer.
Hey, Sam, give them John's number here.
And his biography also says that he doesn't defecate or urinate.
Stop.
I'm serious.
What does he do?
A lot of this shit
Maybe that's
most
what
people
backed his heart
believe
up.
in North Korea.
Oh, they believe it.
Yeah.
I don't
They believe it as true.
They're isolated. There's no internet in North Korea, I guess.
Nope.
No, they're trying to keep all that info out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kim Jong-un is going to bring in some of this new technology here. Is he going to want to be rule with the iron fist like his dad, or is he going to want to maybe make his country, get him out there on the world stage more than just saying we're going to make an atomic bomb and please give us food and money?
You think South Korea's
maybe.
going to make a move?
Nah, South Korea ain't
No.
going to do shit.
Because they don't want to deal with that shit.
Nuclear weapon.
Over the top poverty.
Yeah, South Korea won't do anything.
Right, inherit a mess.
North Korea would
It
crush
hung
him.
up again. Something's going on with his phone.
Oh, yeah.
I try to go with it here. I don't know.
Who
what the
knows?
fuck's
You can't
going
get a signal out in Africa.
Well, he's calling from
Wow.
his cell phone too in the middle of West Africa.
Yeah.
I think that has.
He's
to...
on Ape TNT.
Oh,
What?
geez.
The Congo? The Congo.
Oh,
there's a lot of animals there.
There are. That's why people go.
Yeah, if you go on
Safari.
safari, you'll see apes and gorillas and zebras.
If they haven't all been
giraffes.
killed, Anthony,
Yes.
there's a terrible problem over there. I'm going to stop
there
buying
certainly
ashtrays
is.
made of hands.
Yes.
Simon Bar Sinister will not fail.
Rule the world. Was Riff Raff his sidekick? Was that another one?
I don't remember.
God,
No,
that was
Riff Raff
so long ago.
He was different, wasn't he?
Yeah,
was that the guy
Rocky
from
Horror, right?
No.
Not that Riff Raff.
No, Riff Raff was like the big square-looking guy. Yeah, boss. Not Rocky Horror, you dummies.
I mean, Rocky Horror.
And no, not Jesse Ventura.
No.
Riff Raff.
Oh, they're calling Africans' phone company T-Cell Mobile because, you know, AIDS.
Oh.
That's so bad.
I don't think we're going to get Jonathan. He keeps hanging up. So,
That's
I don't
terrible.
know.
That's too bad. I hope he's okay. You don't.
Riff Raff was the big wolf-looking character. Yes, thank you, Logan. Now, what fucking
Which
cartoon
one?
was he from? Was he Simon
He
Bar
was-
Sinister's sidekick?
Underdog.
Underdog. But Underdog was also Simon Bar Sinister.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. He would.
Riff Raff, help me do. I think it was like his minion. His
Riff Raff, are you sure?
I don't know.
He was part of.
Because the Rocky Horror guy comes up.
Yeah, but
so where's the other Riff Raff?
I know Wally Cox did the voice of Underdog.
I don't see
I like
any
Kaboom.
other-
Remember Kaboom?
Riff Raff was a separate villain.
I don't see any Riff Raffs.
Simon
besides
Bar
that.
Sinister was the mad scientist.
Yeah.
Riff Raff is a anthropomorphic wolf gangster based on George Raft.
Right.
His gang consists of Sandy the Safecracker, Mooch, Spinny,
Cookie
Wheels,
the Safecracker. Because they like sand, those cookies.
They're like rocks.
Oh, I thought he was.
He was like the leader of his own gang.
Yeah, he was like that guy who wore like the fucking zoot suit and the hat. All right.
Riff Raff.
Yeah, Riff Raff. Boy, cartoons ruled back then.
Right.
They really did. They were.
Come on.
Yeah, they were fun.
Supposedly.
Oh yeah, look at him. He looked. Yeah, he was the wolf. He was a real.
We got him?
Did you see the picture?
Yeah, let me see the picture of this guy.
John?
Remember? He was like a really sharply dressed gangster wolf.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
In a cartoon.
Hey guys, how are you?
What's up?
Jonathan calling from West Africa. Yeah,
Yes.
we could hear you.
Yeah,
We,
I'm in the Ivory Coast. I'm on the road in the middle of nowhere, from going north into the country.
why?
Is it dangerous?
Well, the rebels have they joined up with the new president, so everything's cool up here. I can tell
No,
you now.
anywhere there's rebels, I don't care what the rebels have done. If there are rebels, if there are in fact rebels,
He goes, oh, the rebels joined up, so everything's cool now. Who does this?
where is your rebel base?
Wait, let's.
Bum, bum, bum.
Jonathan, explain. Like you're in the middle of nowhere in West Africa during a revolution.
I'm on the road to Popo Jalasso, which is it's near
Love that.
Corrigo.
Wasn't that Bing Crosby and Bob Hope? When they cut off clits all over across Africa.
What, Jonathan?
Madcap.
Hey, we're going to cut off a clit.
Can you back up? When you're
we passed. Okay, what do you want to know? I started in a place called Abidjan, which is the capital.
Okay.
Which was it's a really big city.
He's in Trenton. He's making these names up.
Yes, I got the picture you sent.
Yeah, this picture's crazy. So now you're on the road to where?
Yeah. Popo Jalasso.
Okay.
Near.
I just had dinner there the other night. It's fantastic pasta.
We left Yamoussoukro, and that's the capital. But the economic capital is Abidjan. But so we were there, and it was like going back in time at this hotel that I stayed at. It hasn't changed since 1972.
Why would it?
I think the sheets are still from 1972.
Wow, really?
What are you doing? Don't you have a lot to lose?
Are you going to see the Rockettes or any shows?
I'm here with my friend Shindu.
Yeah.
I'm here with my friend Shindu, who works in the government, and he's showing me that it's
Mace Windu.
So we're
How does he have friends in the government in West Africa? Explain this shit. How do you do this?
John, who are those rebels you were talking to? Who are those four guys with machine guns in this picture?
Well, one of them was a young man. The youngest guy was the leader, and he got to. It's a long story, but he was fighting for a long time, and now he's doing pretty good because, like I said, they joined up with the new government, so it's all good.
Oh, it's all good.
They're. Yeah, no, they were actually pretty cool. I gave them some cigarettes. They were happy about that.
Can I ask you, how do you know it's all good? Just
Right.
because they said that, or
yeah?
What happens when you run out of cigarettes?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we didn't have to pay any money. That was a good sign. And sometimes they ask you for money. That was, they didn't search us or anything like that. And it was good. This morning, the same thing. I gave a guy a cigarette, and it's always good to carry cigarettes. And he was cool. He right through. I mean, I've gone through how many checkpoints have we gone through, Sindhu?
Sindhu.
How many checkpoints now? So, 33 checkpoints now. Yeah.
Have you been to Mos Eisley?
33.
It's great. I hear it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Sounds good.
By the way, I had some fish last night that that was from a river that was around here that was really good.
Okay.
And, the one thing though,
yeah,
Jim would hate this for a lot of reasons. But one, the roads. Since they had all these problems beginning in the 90s, the roads got all messed up because of the rebels.
Yeah.
And there's enormous potholes where you lose cars in. And
They're called bomb holes. Potholes are made by rain and trucks here in the States. They're bomb holes.
Oversalting.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. I mean, the one I'm looking at now, because we're literally, it's a slalom course, but for 6 hours, you're gone and you swerve back and forth.
Oh my God!
And
I'd
the
be
other
so
thing is
carsick.
the trucks that come at you are pretty brutal. Yeah. If you could see what I'm looking at, I'm staring at. I'm in a village. What's this village called, Sindhu? Katiola. Oh, we're in Katiola.
It means kill the white man in African Swahili.
What's the good part?
And what's the goal here, Jonathan? What's the goal when you get to this other city?
And we're gonna confirm that it's safe in the north, and then that it's open for tourism, basically.
You know what's great? The African Pavilion at Epcot. I've been there.
That makes you nervous.
3 steps away, I'm in Jamaica drinking a Red Stripe.
And still an uneasy feeling.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I'm still a little uneasy.
But do you understand? He's going to the city in the north to make sure it's safe. Why are you doing this?
Like walking up to any situation thinking that it might blow up in your face.
Right, literally.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
No. I mean,
John, text me a picture of the road you're on. You can text me a photo.
Can't text from
Sure, I'll do
there?
that. I
It's
can do
amazing. No, that is quite amazing to
Yeah,
think
I can-
someone's
I
in
can-
Africa,
Yeah.
can take a picture and just send it to you. It
No,
really
I-
does put a perspective on this that we have these days.
It is a small world
let
after
me
all.
show you where I am. Wait, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a picture. Hold on.
It's crazy.
What time is it there, I wonder?
Yeah, what time is it,
He's
Jonathan?
taking the photo.
He snaps the picture just in time. You get the picture. It's just like a gun barrel in his face. AK-47.
All right. So now,
Some guy's
these
blacker
guys
than
were pissed that I just
charcoal.
took a picture, real pissed.
What's that?
All right, hold on. These guys are really angry that I just took a picture of them. They were not happy.
Well, you stole their souls.
They're waving their fingers at me.
Oh,
great.
shit. You're a very
All
bad
right.
man.
What guys?
Very bad man. Uh-oh.
This is not good.
What guys?
Now I have to. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Some candy. Hold on.
Give them some candy. I love it's either you die or give them candy or
Wait,
cigarette.
Andy, it's like children.
It's always those places the youngest one is always the leader.
Yes!
Why is that
I don't
happening?
understand that. So they lose a lot of leaders.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Right.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to text you guys. Hang on 1 sec.
Wait, so now everything's good again?
It's hard to text without fingers. They just nip them off
No, you
with
guys
pliers.
know.
Oh.
And I'll have to hang up to text you, but I'll do it in 1 second. And would you like to say hi to Sindhu?
Okay.
Sure.
I love Sulu.
Another
Hold on.
underdog
Right on.
character.
Hello.
Hold on.
John.
Oh, Sudu.
John.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Hello, Sudu.
Hi.
Is it, are you taking good care of Jonathan? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Is it,
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Is it safe where you're going? Hello?
Yes, it's hi. It's safe. It's safe. There is no problem.
Ah, no problem.
Well,
Is Jonathan taking too many pictures?
Yes.
how do you know Jonathan?
Yeah, how do you know Jonathan?
Hello? Oh, no, I had to, because we had a thing.
What?
Yeah.
We must find the location of the rebel base.
Yeah, we.
Everything okay?
I'm glad that didn't go badly. We were worried that would have went badly with it. We just asked if you took too many pictures and how he knew you.
Oh, he's gone.
Literally.
Oh, he's going to text now?
He's gone. There's nothing you could do about it.
He's gone. I didn't do that.
No,
He's
I know.
gone.
Oh, boy.
They didn't like him taking
What kind
pictures.
of vacation is this?
Where you can't take pictures and you're fucking with rebels.
I'd be so
Jimmy,
nauseous
with
the
guns.
whole trip.
But Jimmy, what's this about?
He just loves doing it.
But how does he know all these people?
They love him. He knows.
How though?
But I hear
how do
good
you, how do you
food,
network
plenty of
like
it.
this?
He knows.
We can't even make friends around here. He's making friends in these
He has
crazy
connections
places.
in every government.
Really?
Every
How?
government. He
But
can
how?
go anywhere in the world. He's up.
Did you show Tom the
Really?
picture of him with the
Yeah, I
gentleman
showed
around
him.
him?
Yeah,
isn't that
crazy.
But
He's rebels.
he can go anywhere in the Middle East. He knows people. He knows people everywhere.
Does he work for the CIA?
No, but I've thought that. I've actually
would.
thought that.
He'd
I
make
thought
a
he was
good
an
one,
arms dealer.
though.
But he's
Is he a-
not.
Is he a
just meets
spy or
people and-
something?
No, he's just very, very endearing. There's something about him that people love, and he just communicate. Where is she?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, we got. a break
I can
before
relate.
long.
I can relate with him totally because I stayed at the Animal Kingdom hotel in Disney World, and right out my window I saw like a giraffe. It was amazing. And then you go down and you feel like you're in Africa. Except, for the people serving you wearing their Disney tags and
That's different.
clothing.
And then you go get a churro and a Pepsi at the vending machine.
Right, at the
and-
vending machine. It's wonderful. I could take as many pictures as I want without anybody saying, I can't take a picture.
What insane. That
That's
kind
crazy.
of travel is just, I don't understand it.
It's very stressful, I would think.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to die.
Yeah. I was in Beirut once.
Wow, okay, that's kind of
And
crazy.
just going to the airport and going through security to get on the plane, I was like, they could just completely stop me. This could all just
end
end.
up in
horribly
some
wrong.
prison
Yeah.
somewhere rotting. and-
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
Very unsettling.
You'll go home now. You'll go home now. And they take you out, drive you around the block, and bring you back.
Yeah.
Just to torture you. What?
Oh.
You said I go home.
They're complete. You're powerless.
But Jonathan doesn't even have a hint of fear.
no, he's not afraid.
No.
He has a million.
He's
of
either
these
really
stories,
brave
Tom.
or a
Yeah.
blithering idiot.
Well, maybe it's us. I mean, maybe, it's just the unknown.
We look at the world a little
We
too
look-
cynical
yeah.
and man, we look with a little too
small-minded.
much prejudging and hatred in our hearts. No, they cut people's heads off. Nah, they do that.
Yeah, they literally cut people's
They
heads off.
cut people's heads off. I want to steer clear of the vacation spots where they cut people's heads off.
We have to break before.
Yeah, we really should.
We're bringing it because Vonne is here.
Yes.
Patrice's wife, and we're going to talk about the release of. I guess what we're she's
Audible
got a
stuff
CD coming
and-
out.
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. We're
And,
going to catch up with her.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
And she wants
That's
to
great.
say some things. So
Yes.
We'll
Watch
talk
it
to-
just be to insult all of us and then walk
oh,
out.
no kidding.
You guys suck. Close. Papa Booey. Did you close the door?
All right, Patrice's girl is next. Stay there.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Quickly,
Christmassy.
people want to know who Jonathan is. I thought they knew. It's Jim Norton's agent.
Yeah.
Manager, I should say, right? And he likes to travel when he gets his time off to really fucked up places. So there you go. Now you know.
It is odd.
Oh, where are you? Go ahead, Tom.
I guess if you manage Norton and his career, going to
West Africa.
West Africa
It's pretty easy.
pretty mellow.
Yeah, that's like being in the Caribbean to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Did he text a picture?
I don't. He was sending it to Jimmy.
All right. Hopefully he called back, but now he's gone again. So I don't know. But people think he's
That's
a lot of our
treacherous.
listeners are like, he's a god. This dude is living life to its fullest. Jonathan is
I'm
awesome.
so tired of people living their life to the fullest.
I know. Just live it to the
Mediocre?
middle.
Yeah,
Just
middle
mediocre?
Relax a little.
Yeah, I like, just sitting on the couch sometimes and playing a little Xbox.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm looking at this picture. This is Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
Anthony with
You're
a rifle.
Like almost Jonathan. You're
It's
both
crazy.
Like
See, but unlike
Yeah,
him,
but-
I would have to take that with me no matter where I went in order to feel safe and secure.
Looking at a picture of
And
you with a
Jonathan-
gun.
Yeah, he sent me the same picture that Norton has.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
The gun from the other guy is as big as his whole body.
Yeah, he's got like they got AK-47s, they got little submachine guns, but they're cool.
But is Jonathan allowed to have a gun or not?
No,
I don't think so.
No,
but Anthony's shot is next to his pool.
That shot is
in Nassau
quite,
County. It's a little different.
Little lantern.
I don't see any rebels in Anthony's picture.
That's a rangefinder. It's not a lamp that's lighting up the sidewalk to my jacuzzi. I swear. Yeah, if the neighbors would have saw me take that shot, it would have shaken things up a little bit. Oh, what does he do?
Let's
Jonathan
introduce.
also managed Patrice,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he would send Patrice these postcards, like every couple of weeks, and he's like, "Where the fuck?" He's like, "Where is he now?"
Yeah.
He was always really, really worried about Jonathan.
Yeah.
And now I inherited that. I'm like, I'm looking at this picture, like, what the?
I know. What's he doing? It's not
they're
even
gonna
where
kill
is
you.
he.
He's like,
it's like,
uber
why
white.
is he?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, he is.
He's
uber
too
white.
white to be where he is.
White, especially around them.
We
I
were
thought
saying
my
that.
mother was white. He is white.
They think he's an angel.
Yeah.
They don't think he's
They're those
he's
black guys
magical.
from like the movies that are so black, and when they sweat, it looks like a Hershey bar left out in the sun. They just are like dark black.
Yeah,
and
real
he's just,
black.
And
Hi.
that's usually my thing, but I was like, get him the fuck out of there.
they're scary guys.
Of course, this is Vonne.
Yes.
Patrice's
Hi, y'all.
girl. We didn't
Vonne.
officially, introduce you to
Oh,
the
you
audience
said
out there.
No,
So.
I just started talking. I'm sorry.
No, that's good, man.
Yeah, last time I saw Vonne was at Caroline's. We were that was fun. There was some drinking going on, I gotta say.
It was, Patrice and I are always the sober ones at the party.
Yep.
We don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Norton, I know he doesn't drink. And yeah, it was some action going on there.
You can't say that about me.
You've never been the sober one
I
at the
have,
party.
like, no filter sometimes, being around Patrice for so many years, but
Yeah.
I don't have his humor or his charm. And I just say the dumbest shit to people. And when I was with Anthony, he was talking about a beer that Patrice had once at his house, and I go, "You killed him."
It wasn't just the one beer, I swear. Damn it.
So, see, he doesn't do that when I'm around. You killed him. I'm sorry, Anthony.
No, it was actually funny. It was-
that is Patrice funny.
Yeah, we needed some funny. Trust me.
And believe me, you do have Patrice's charm.
Yeah.
To be very honest.
and that ain't saying much.
Yeah, some of it rubbed off, certainly.
That sounds
Some of
bad.
those rebels where Jonathan is.
Yeah. What was really cool, though, was seeing your daughter, who unbelievably influenced by Patrice. She got up on stage at Caroline's and just started like ranting into the microphone.
At Caroline's?
It was hilarious. Yeah.
I kept telling her no. I don't know if you guys know Gino Tomac, but he worked with me and Patrice through Big Mama Productions for years and years and years. And he kept going, "Let her get up there." I'm like, no, she already spoke. She spoke at the funeral. She did really well.
She got up. And she's making faces and mugging and body language and smart ass remarks to the
after
people.
we left, obviously.
Yeah, it was after you left. It was fucking.
Should we
hilarious.
mention that she's 12?
She's 12.
With this personality
no
on
one
her?
believes
great.
she's 12.
Oh,
but
yeah,
she's
yeah.
12. I'm like,
She was mugging, making
Stay
face.
away.
She's making those disgusted faces. Like, I was like, holy shit!
she
Yeah,
got
yeah.
into her zone, and that was it. And with encouragement,
Oh yeah,
from
we
you
were
guys,
all laughing our
that
asses
was
off. It was
I'm
great.
Like,
it was funny.
I went into this mode, like, oh
Yeah.
God, no, please stop.
Yeah,
please
she went
stop.
off, man. That was funny.
I hope she doesn't become a comic. It'd be awful if she became a comic but was really hacky. And, then Patrice was just like, no, don't talk about that. Don't talk about the McDonald's drive-thru. It's funny, but don't do it.
I don't know if you guys remember when we did the Patrice O'Neal show coming soon, the web series.
Yeah.
She was on that. She was a few years ago, so she was probably like 8 or 9 at the time. She was in an episode called Child Labor, and Patrice
I remember
directed
that. Fuck
all
yeah.
of us.
no.
Yeah.
And she was the only one, myself included, who never needed a take two. Like, we
Yeah.
all sucked. And she was like, she would get into this zone with Patrice and they would go off to the side, and the show was mostly improv. So we wouldn't know what he was directing her to do. And they would come back and just annihilate all of us. It was the saddest.
Within
experience.
minutes of meeting her, you could just see the influence there. It's like, and with someone like Patrice, there's no way you could be around him, especially during those impressionable years, and not be so influenced. And it's funny because to hear Patrice talk about her over the years is one thing, and then to meet her, it's like, oh yeah, okay, now I see what happened.
Yeah. That was actually, she a couple of days or the night before the funeral service, she came to me and she goes, "Mommy, I want to speak." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Really? What? Why? No. What? What's going on?" I'm terrified, you know, and at the height of every emotion you can possibly think of, going through all of this, you don't know.
Yeah.
And she goes, "No, I think it's important. You know, I don't think a lot of people know how he was with kids, and I want to speak."
He hid that shit pretty good.
Well, I said, "You know, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be a lot of people there. You're not afraid?" She's like, "Nah." I said, "Okay, write down what you want to say." And then my friend Autumn and I were at the house with my mom, and she goes, "Okay." Came back in 5 minutes later. What you heard is what she wrote.
In like 5 minutes?
Like 5 minutes.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
Like,
it was so
okay.
It was like so heartfelt and
She's
touching, if I may say.
She almost she had a moment and then
No, she fucking
pulled it back and
reined it back in.
But when she got back to her seat, it was.
What do you think she's gonna, what do you think she's going to do in entertainment? Because she's heading that way, obviously.
Well, she's been a dancer since she was 4. She goes to an arts integrated school now for performing arts, and she's like, "I'm an actress. I'm a dancer."
She's got something, man.
Yeah, Patrice actually will always try to encourage me to get her more into stuff now. But my take on that was, you know, I don't want to turn her off from the business. She has her whole life to really decide if she wants to do it. And
her whole life to realize how much it sucks.
I don't want her to get to 21 and she's done everything and then she's like, "Okay, what now? Drugs?" You know, there's nothing else to do. So little by little, and Patrice was always looking out for her. Like, he was trying to, you know, we would write stuff and he would always put parts in for her, myself. So cool. He wanted to be the boss, as he would say. He was very inspired to, you know, he would always say, "I'm sick of comedy, I'm sick of acting, I just want to be the boss, and I want to, you know, put people on that wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity." And, you know, it's you guys all know how he was. And he had all these different experiences to get to the place where he is now, where he's like, "I need to work on my own projects." The whole Chris Rock thing with the
Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
He had a revelation when we were doing the Comedy Central pilot, Whitey 101, and then it was called something else, Patrice's Guide to White People. We were doing that. It didn't get picked up. But
how do you not pick that up?
How do you not pick that up? That's so insane.
Through my experience with him,
Why?
It started
I'm sure it was
out
a great
perfect.
project.
It's weird when you go. You really learn a lot where it starts and then where it ends up.
It's a completely different thing by the end.
Exactly, and I think that through his experience, he learned, you know, how he was on other people's sets, and he was like, "You know what? I see how I was," because there was this one actor that was like the young him. Like Mr. Not happy to be there guy. And Patrice was looking at him like, "He's good, but fuck him." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up with your opinion on my shit." You know, so
he talked about that actually, and how he's like, "I'm an asshole." He said that he goes, "I'm an asshole." He realized, "I'm sorry, I'll never do that again."
And you know what? I talked to Michael Clark, the producer of the untitled Todd Rohal film that's coming out, is premiering next year, and Patrice is starring in it with Rob Riggle, Johnny Knoxville, Patton Oswalt. I talked to the producer, Michael Clark, and he was telling me how Patrice was on the set, and it was light years away from what you've heard before.
Wow, damn.
And I'm like, he said Patrice was very quiet. He was very, you know, he was asking a lot of questions. He was observing a lot, but he was very cool and very pleasant to be around. And I'm like,
"Oh, wow." Who's the stand-in? Yeah.
He really liked your set.
You were doing something right.
This speaks. And you know what? He would always come home like, when he was doing something, if he really didn't want to do it, and he said, "You know, I'm not doing anything else I don't want to do anymore because I'm going to burn bridges." That was part of the revelation. Yeah. He's only going to do what he wants to do. And the untitled Todd Rohal film was the first thing I think he did that wasn't his, that he was like, "Okay, I'll do this.
I'm going to do it."
Other than the roast.
Yeah.
Which we all know that story and why he did that, for his, you know, respect for Charlie Sheen and everything, for the anti-business stuff, anti-Hollywood. But he wouldn't come home and complain. I would go, how was set today? How was it? He was like, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It was good. And usually that conversation lasts for about 3 hours of just him
going off on assholes and shitheads and people that don't know shit, don't deserve shit.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God!
Jonathan said the only thing that bothered him about it was the parking situation. That was the only thing that annoyed him was the parking, and it wasn't anything to do even in the set.
Yeah,
which is like that is a miracle.
And he didn't even really complain about that at home.
Yeah,
so
just
it really didn't bother him much, I guess. But
it's so great that he would actually go off about it, though. Like when he was unhappy, like for 3 hours with you, to just do it. Really, because if you have a very shitty day, you just kind of get quiet and don't say anything. You just kind of suck it up. But for him to actually like really vent.
Have you met Patrice?
Yeah.
He doesn't really hold anything in. I mean, many years people will ask, what's the difference between Patrice on stage and Patrice at home? And it's like, absolutely nothing. Not one thing. And you guys know that because you know him so personally. But there's absolutely no difference between him on stage and him in our living room with 2 people or 10 people or 1,000 people. He's exactly the same. He's going to say the same thing. He's going to have the same mannerisms. I've never seen him like write anything down. Yeah, it's he has his points that he wants to make, and he fucking makes them. Annoyingly. Yeah, like, you want him to be wrong at some point, and he's never. Well, I can say one thing he was wrong about. Out of the 100%, I take 1% away to say he would always say to me, "Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares," and I wish he was here to know what's going on and how much everybody cares, like for real. Like nobody has disappeared. There's not enough words for Opie and Anthony and Jim.
Oh, there's people have thought of plenty.
Yes.
Well, I am forever.
Douchebags.
I am forever. Miss positive words for you guys because I've been so humbled through this whole experience, and it's. I feel like now I have about 10 to 15 husbands with Patrice gone. I have you guys. I have Jonathan Branstein, Matt Frost. It's like I can't even name everybody.
Yeah, we all
the
just hope we have a
guys.
shot with you now.
You really couldn't have picked the worst crop of husbands.
A bunch of despicable husbands.
A drunk, a tranny lover, and a guy in West Africa.
And all the guys, Voss, Bobby, Keith, Kevin Hart, Russell Peters. I mean, it's so many people. I can't even. I'm not doing any justice.
Really cool.
I do want to say you mentioned Jonathan and Frosty in there. They were fucking amazing to this whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they got enough credit.
Idea.
Not that we're handing out credit, but those guys they showed their true character. Holy fuck.
I have no words. Again, there's no words. From the very, very first day when I called Jonathan, like, help me.
Right.
Patrice is in the hospital. He had a stroke. Jonathan, Matt, Norton, the captain of the ship, everybody has been...
Captain Norton.
Captain fucking Norton.
We got Jonathan calling from West Africa.
Can't.
Oh, boy.
Jonathan.
He was one of your husbands.
Yeah.
My husband.
He's about to be beheaded by a rebel.
Jonathan. We got Vonne in studio.
We're here with Vonne.
Jonathan, come home.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
I miss you, and I'm terrified.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm okay. I must tell you, we do have security with us, and he's a really big guy, this guy. And he wears these fatigues, but I noticed I don't see a gun on him, but he's got this crazy rope. Okay.
Oh, Jonathan, the security guy is going to hang you.
Yes. It's called the Jew dragging rope.
He's a little too trusting, isn't he?
Will you explain to this quickly why
It's going to look like a negative of a lynching.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Yes, hi.
It's not his phone. That's his native tongue.
Yeah, it's give it some clicking.
It's over.
Clicking doesn't...
During the takeover of Abidjan, it was not easy job. They needed a rope to go whenever possible to get up on a wall. They had to, to climb up,
Oh, to
and
climb.
they also sometimes had to tie some guys, to cook them. It was not an easy job. So they needed a rope.
Rope.
It's very
it's very useful to have a rope with us.
Did you understand that, Jimmy?
I heard that. I just want to know if he can answer a question for me. I heard I inherited $10 million. I just got to give somebody over there my bank account information.
That's great.
Did you really?
That's great. So the rope is good for many things: climbing, tying people up, and used as a weapon.
Yeah. He explained how they beat people with the rope.
Uh-oh.
Your phone's crapping out, John.
Every other word.
That's what it sounds like when a rope's around your neck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tightening.
Yes.
It all sounded the same to me. I daydreamed right through that accent. I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
Jonathan sounds like he has a hard on. This is what fucking gets him off.
This
man.
is what he
You hear
loves.
it in his voice.
Yeah.
His last trip, Norton, I don't know if you remember this or know about it, but I don't know where he was, but he was so mad at Patrice because Patrice laughed at him and said, "Good for you," because he was somewhere eating some kind of fucked up weird food and got food poisoning.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
was sick.
And that's got to be crazy
And
food
Patrice
poisoning.
was just like, "Good for you." And he was like calling Patrice in the middle of the night. And I'm probably telling the story all wrong, but this is the gist of it.
Yeah.
And he was sick as a dog, and Patrice was laughing his ass off.
When you get Africa food poisoning, or
It wasn't
you know,
Africa. It was some
Russia.
other
It was
place that
it
he
was the old
shouldn't be.
Russia,
was
right?
it like one of
I
those
don't know.
old
He ate like monkey brain or something.
something
weird
stand?
shit.
He
Yeah,
was
after they
doing
broke down
something
Russia, he was
when
one of
in
the
Rome type
stands?
shit.
yeah,
Just
one
recently,
of the
right?
stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
the-
think it
the
was the
pictures he
trip
showed us.
before all of this
Went down.
Right.
happened. Yeah.
Well, he was Jonathan's postcards, by the way, you always get after he's been back in the office for 2 weeks. Like, literally, I'll see him and get a dumb postcard from him. It's like, when did you send that? He's like, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's always in these countries that the postal system is fucking horrible. They don't have great infrastructure.
How often does he go?
Like, constantly.
Constantly.
You know what it's like to be working on a special and go, "Where's my manager?" Oh, he's in fucking Bali. He's in Islamabad, I think is where he was.
Oh, that's a nice
Islamabad.
place.
He'll be screaming at his phone like, "I can't because my manager's in fucking blah 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 place."
Yeah, I was livid the last time he went away. We're negotiating something, and I said like, he just went without telling anybody. And I'm like, what a fucking... I feel like a
He's
chick that he just
obsessed.
fucked and snuck out in the middle of the night.
How does
he get so much
customs
time
deals with
off?
him?
I don't know.
Like, because he's got too
His
many.
passport's got to be
Yeah,
insane.
his passport's got to look like you're up to something.
Right.
No one just does this.
And I don't know
I
how
think
he
he
gets
runs
off.
the passport place, whatever
Yeah,
that
there's
is.
something going on.
No, he's got a little side job.
There's something
Yeah,
else
he's doing
happening.
something.
Fuck yeah.
That's probably what he's smuggling in the front of his pants with his big bulge. It's probably a missile.
Weaponry, yeah.
Or something. You know how many times he must get searched in customs? What is
yeah.
that?
Yes.
What are you smuggling?
Holy shit. Well,
Bag
that's
of fruit.
Hey,
he's a madman.
It's our last show of the year. We got to talk about the CD and all sorts of shit. Make sure we get all that info out there, Vonne.
Mr. P, thanks to everybody who already bought it on pre-order. And I don't know, I obviously thank you guys, but whoever else at Sirius who
Yeah.
pulled this Audible thing off is like,
Yeah, that's just
I'm so
doing the right
floored
thing.
and humbled. I wish I was more articulate and had better
I'm
words for
amazed
everybody.
because I have a horrible overview of humanity, and I've seen like some good shit happen during an adverse circumstance. So I'm actually amazed.
And you know what? You and Patrice are pretty much almost the same person. I think that's been said before.
Just different
But
colors.
Different colors. But I think Anthony is more black than
Then
what.
he wants to
Yeah,
admit
that's
it.
I mean,
Sicilian.
he has
You know,
all
the
black
Moors.
stuff. He does all the black stuff. He says all the black things.
Got the
He
Escalade.
owns-
I like
Yeah.
guns.
You really are. The
I
only
don't
thing
like
that-
working.
He just doesn't like big girls, you know. I would have to lose like 40 pounds to be
Get the
white
fuck
Anthony
outta
acceptable.
That's too bad.
White Anthony acceptable. I do like a skinny bitch.
I don't know if you remember this, but years and years ago, I came to that bar, the Irish place.
Oh, yeah. We were hanging out,
Yeah, and you were just breaking up or something. And Patrice was like, sit
Yeah.
on his lap. And I sat on Anthony's lap, and I'm like, I better not put all my weight down. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want me to sit on his lap.
That was so uncomfortable and so hot at the same time. Because Patrice was being a good guy. It's like, yeah, I broke up. And Patrice had the best line with that. He goes, yeah, I'm breaking up with my chick. He goes, does that mean when I see her, I don't have to talk to her or nothing?
Yes.
It was like,
And he
yeah,
meant
okay.
it.
And he
He
did
meant
mean
it.
it. Of course he did. And then he was like, yeah, I'll sit on his lap. And she'd sit on my lap, and I was just kind of like, yeah. But I had enough in me where I was comfortable putting my hand on your leg. And
Was it weird? Was it weird touching legs that actually reached the floor? I'm so used to them swinging with a buckled shoe. Instinctively, he puts you over his shoulder, trying to pat your back.
By the way, now people think that Vonne is fat or something. She's ridiculous.
She's very hot,
but not in. Yeah.
No,
you're not. No, she's
not at all.
Ridiculously in good shape. Yeah, buxom.
Buxom.
Buxom's a good word.
Sounds like a really, really fat black girl.
No,
man.
No?
A fat black girl is called fat.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm half white and half black. I'll take it.
We all knew Patrice was batting out of his league. We would say that. What the fuck did he pull off?
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing here?
Who isn't? I don't know anyone that isn't.
Everyone in this business.
Sam, stop it.
Yeah.
He would say that all the time. I'm out of his league. I'm like, yeah, okay. Have you seen his previous girlfriends? Well, some of them.
Some of them are really attractive, but
yeah.
you're the best of all of them.
Oh, you're just saying.
No, I'm not. Believe me, I wouldn't tell you if you weren't. I
No,
wouldn't
I
be
just
mean,
want you to keep
but
saying it.
But it's true. It really is true. You honestly
I'm
are.
fishing.
I knew one. I met one. Or I saw photos of one. Disaster.
Really?
Disaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't want to say her name, but you know who she is.
He didn't bring her around much?
No, well, I don't even know if she moved down.
No.
Vonne will know who I mean. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
And then the girl from England was okay. She was okay.
Okay.
Nothing, memorable. I mean, she was cute, but average at best, not even. So, kill all them.
How's Patrice's mama doing?
Yeah, how is she?
I think she's doing pretty good.
Yeah?
She
was cool as hell, man.
That's cool.
She called me, and I felt bad. I haven't called her. Like, I texted her back. It's like, I don't listen to my voicemail. Like, I literally get a message a week later. I don't see my voicemails. And I'm like, oh, God, I hope she doesn't think I fucking blew her off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too busy.
No, I think
I'm sure no one's thinking
everybody's
about
just
you.
trying to,
Do their thing.
Look at this. All these
recover.
fucking messages. Like,
Yeah.
It's it's not just us. It's his friends and
It's still a daily
even
thing.
the fans. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. It's like people were so connected to him, and
that never even met him.
Everybody lost.
People that never met him in person were devastated. I was reading so many tweets and stuff from fans of the show that are like, man, from listening to him so many times on the show for so many years, it's like I knew, I didn't know this guy personally, but I knew what he was about enough to like be pretty broken up about it.
Even the haters chilled the fuck out. They just went away for a while. I was like, wow, that.
There was one email that really got to me. It was a guy, I forget the exact ages, but he was saying, he had been watching Patrice since the early days of Tough Crowd. And that was like 10 years ago. And he's like, I'm 20-something now, like 25. He's like, you were the only father I ever had.
Holy
your
shit.
comedy and your philosophies on life have pretty much raised me, and you don't even know.
Wow.
And I'm like reading this like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Like,
how do you even fucking wrap your mind around that one?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
And it's like we all lost so much. I'm not gonna ever be selfish with my pain. It's a lot of people's pain. And my daughter, I will say this about her, the most mature special kid, not just because it's my kid, but she was the only one, myself included, who had a complete meltdown specifically about feeling bad that for Patrice, that Patrice lost his life, that Patrice couldn't be here to do the things that he wants to do. We were all so wrapped up in what we're losing as a lover, as a husband, as a friend, as everything he is to everybody else. Yeah. And she was like, no, I'm going to miss him, but what about him?
Wow.
He doesn't get to finish. She said it's not fair. He doesn't get to finish all these things that he wanted to do, and most of these things that he wanted to do was for all of us. And it's just not right.
There's adults that don't have that perspective.
No, fuck no.
She gets that from him because I don't get shit that
I don't even think that. All I think of is he owed me $50.
Hey, one other thing, Vonne. I know when you said you were coming in, you wanted to talk about his health. Because some weird things were said.
Thank you for reminding me.
Just so everything's on the record, man.
Okay. I was not getting bothered, but I know a lot of people have this perspective that oh, he didn't take care of himself, and oh, he had to keep drinking grape soda or whatever, and steaks or whatever the perspective is, that he wasn't taking care of himself, and that's why this happened. The stroke that he had could have happened to anyone, even the healthiest person. Was it probably because of diabetes and high blood pressure and all that, his weight? Sure, who knows? I don't know. But I will say this. We went to the hospital in, I think it was 2005, for his high blood pressure. And he was in the hospital probably for 2 or 3 days. And from that point, he had been very, very serious about getting his diet together and taking his medicine. And I was a fucking annoying asshole, always asking him about medicine. And we were actually vegans. His idea. We were vegans for 2 years straight.
Wow.
He was not just guzzling Guinness.
Right.
Thank you, Anthony. or grape soda, or just eating cakes. If he wanted something, he would bring home cookies with no sugar. They were awful, but that
those.
was
I never saw him eat. I never saw him eat bad here.
No,
and
he
we always
was
have
really,
fucking
really,
food around
really,
this joint.
He was really doing well, but I look at it like if you smoke for 30 years and then you quit it for 5 to 10, and then you die of lung cancer, then what could you have done? But he certainly tried, and I just didn't want people looking at him like he didn't try and he didn't give a fuck, and that's so not true. Because I lived through all of that with him. I've been with him almost a decade. So it's very, very different how he was in the beginning to now. So I thank you for reminding me to clear that up.
Yeah, you could tell he was always concerned about it.
I never saw him.
He'd talk about it. He never ate. He wasn't sitting here just throwing eggs and bacon in his face when we were doing the show.
He got me off of aspartame. I literally, I was so annoyed that he kept talking about aspartame, and I'm like, ugh. And then fucking Glenn Beck talked about it. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm obsessed now with not fucking with aspartame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but he put that bug in my head.
He wouldn't eat these hard cookies, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, they're terrible.
No, he would actually
Sam's mother's Christmas cookies are horrid.
Do you want to try one?
They're the driest.
Try
If you have any
homemade.
dental work
You
that
gotta.
you care
Hasn't
about.
she been through enough? Stop with the cookies.
Just try one. Take one bite.
Please.
Just tell us if it's dry. I've eaten like 8.
Oh, don't.
Which is, if they were good, I would eat in 30. But
you don't want to lose a
I'm
tooth.
not good with peer pressure. I'm not going to do it.
Don't.
You know what? I want to know what's good.
No, you're going to lose a tooth on all your holiday pictures of you with no teeth.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Holiday pictures? Oh, it's the holidays? My bad. I didn't know.
Tom, Jesus.
It's the holidays.
No, see, there I go again.
No.
I just say random blurt dumb shit out.
No, but you're right.
I'm sorry.
I know, I
Everyone feel
forgot.
bad.
I have a feeling she's not celebrating Christmas this year, Tom.
I know. I know.
Maybe next year.
But she seems
Kiss
so
my ass.
positive and
Kiss your
so.
ass, right?
Yeah. How am I gonna, honestly, I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I'm trying to be positive, but how am I gonna celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and his birthday is, it's like everything is back to back, and it all happened around this time. So I'm like, fuck the holidays.
Just wait till New Year's and 2012 and
New Year. I spend New Year's every year with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, New Year's. Yeah.
Second
What's
one
that?
may be a little bit easier because you'll have 1 year without it already to go, okay, this is what I did last year. I like it or didn't like it. At least you'll have one behind you. Everyone, it gets a little bit, not I'd say easier, but at least a little bit more tolerable just to experience.
The first year's brutal.
Yeah, I've been up under him for, you guys know how we were together. I've just been up under him for so long. It's like I gotta pick up my face off the floor, literally. Like, he was a part of every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
Except my own personal health and, whatever beliefs I have in God. But, love, friendship, romance, fun things to do, career. He was a part of everything. Family is... So I gotta figure everything out. And he used to always tease me and go, get your own personality, bitch. And I'm like, why? Yours is better. Just tell me what to do.
Personality bitch. Holy shit, man.
So now I'm just trying to I guess my purpose now is to just try my best to keep his voice alive in any way I can, in the most appropriate way possible. And I can't thank you guys enough for helping me
anything.
to do
You know
that.
How do they get to Audible again, Jimmy?
Audible.com/Patrice
O'Neal, I think?
Patrice. It's
Oh,
only
just
Patrice.
Patrice?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the company did the right thing.
Yeah, we're not getting any money. The company's not getting
No
any
money, and they don't like parting with money at all. The fact that
No.
Sirius gave up the money, if you understood the miracle that is, they're going to look back someday.
miracle.
They're going to come to you someday and go, look, we fucked up.
I was just about to ask, whose dick am I supposed to suck? Come on. This is
Jimmy will take one for the team.
Oh my God.
You know we owe them. Somehow they'll twist this
we
down
do
the road.
owe them, actually, yeah.
Somehow they'll twist this fucking thing
Yeah.
during negotiations or something.
But the company did the right
But
thing.
they did do the right thing. It's
16 hours.
audible.com/Patrice. 16 hours, $5 per 4-hour
four-hour
segment.
block.
So you get the whole thing for $20.
It's amazing.
And the money's going toward Patrice's loved ones.
That's a lot of material.
great. Yeah.
That's a lot of material on Patrice. It's not, and it's not.
And it's great
stand
stuff.
Up.
It's not stand up, right?
Fucking
it's just,
improv.
It's life's
radio. It's
fucking
brilliant.
philosophy and just.
I think one of the
he thought about
segments was charting yesterday, even.
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck yeah. People were buying it yesterday, so that's
It's
good.
in the top 10 downloads for Audible right now.
Top 10
amazing.
downloads.
That's amazing.
And then,
That's great.
and then you got Mr. P coming out.
February 7th.
I heard the CD. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's really weird to listen to now because
it was tough to listen to.
If we have time, a little background
go,
on
man,
the
go.
CD. We were working on that. I helped with material or something, but he recorded like 3 or 4 shows in DC. And he loved DC and he loved San Francisco. And it was between the two to record the CD, and he ended up in DC. And he had me listen, which was normal to like all 3 or 4 shows. And then I give him my notes, and he shoots the notes off to Jason Riggs, who's the producer and the record label owner, if that's how you say it. And it was weird because when all of this happened, I think Jason was really comfortable with working with me because he's like, well, I have your notes. And, you know, Patrice already approved which show he wanted. And I remember that. But the one thing that we didn't do was the cover. He wanted to, he described exactly how he wanted the cover, but we never got around to shooting it. So what happened was, you know, worked with Coke Logic on, we got the picture.
No, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
He did a great job, though.
Yes, he did.
If you see
It's
the
amazing.
Mr. P cover.
It really is.
I feel like I feel like Patrice would have liked that cover.
No, it looks
You
amazing.
just feel like he
tried
would have
to
said,
figure out-
absolutely, this would have worked.
That's exact. He said, I want to be in Times Square.
Yeah.
I want people around me, but I want them blurred. It's going to be hard to get people not to look if you're taking a picture, but I don't want them looking at me. And I either want to be on my phone or looking at my watch. And I found a picture of him looking at his watch, and then they helped me find the Times Square's picture of the people and blurred it, and we got it as close to I think he would have also.
It's amazing, yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that that almost life moving quickly around him, and he's just kind of
And
standing
it's
there.
almost like
He's doing it on his time.
Right.
We all
That's
got it.
great, man.
If you know Patrice, you get it.
And
I'm doing things on my time.
I was watching some Elephant in the Room, and I went when he taped briefly, just to, but he was already on stage, I think, when I got there. You know, and it's like you don't watch your peers. I don't watch other acts. You just don't do it. I don't, because I don't want to be influenced by them, and I don't want to get depressed seeing how good they are. And I watched some of Elephant in the Room, and I haven't seen the whole thing recently, and I was miserable and sad, and it made me laugh out loud alone. I'm not exaggerating. I laughed out loud alone in my apartment, and I'm grieving my friend who's dead, and I'm laughing out loud. I'm fucking amazing. It's like, God
hilarious.
damn, it's fucking good, man.
So good.
Yeah.
And then there's a part of me as depressed as it is, and it's horrible. I'm like, you know what? I got to work with him for almost fucking 15 or 16 years. I got to be a fucking a peer of him and to see him work. And it's like, you know, a lot of guys die a lot young. Like Bill Hicks died at 33, and it's like it's never good. but I had a lot of time with him, and I got to watch him do a lot of things. And I go back and watch those Tough Crowds, and I'm like, I'm so happy I was on that show with him. I was so happy that I got to see him yell at Colin like that and fucking and totally dominate the show, where I would try to say something I couldn't. I was like, what the fuck?
Dominate the show.
But it was like, I'd love to be able to go back and watch this.
That stuff that's on Audible is so cool because, like I said, it's not stand-up. It's just him in here bullshitting about things. And that's the thing. When you
Completely
talk about
unfiltered.
being selfish about your feelings and what you miss, it's like those conversations and discussions and sometimes arguments we would have were just like, I can't ever have those with anybody else. That is just me and him having those conversations. And then I think of it as those cartoon characters, the wolf and the sheepdog, and then they just punch out at the end of the day after just trying to kill each other.
Yes.
And then we'd walk down to the parking garage and he'd just be like, yeah, what you doing tonight?
See you tomorrow.
How's that pool? And it was like, we were just back and forth. Like, no, you idiot. What are you talking about? And that's something that just, I can't imagine anyone else sitting down and having that kind of rapport with,
The only way you could make a point with Patrice is like, if you went head on, you were going to lose, because he would make an out.
Oh, yeah.
The best way to do it, you had to acknowledge a point. You had to give it a little bit. But you know what? That's a good point. And then when you had him thinking, then you
can hit him with a jab.
And when he's waiting for his next compliment, you kind of come around the side. But you had
it really was like boxing.
Yeah, you had to had to rope a dope a little bit, because if you just stood there, you're going to get your fucking teeth knocked out.
But if you got him, he would say, fair enough.
Yeah.
He would consider everything. And
He
that's
was
what
fair.
so interesting
More
about
than
him.
fair.
Out of nowhere, because he could be completely disagreeing with what you're saying. You make a point. He'd sit back, he'd put his finger up and go, yes.
Fair
And
enough.
you'd go like, what the fuck? Wait a minute.
You're like, wait. Wait. Record. Say it again. I think in the almost 10 years I've known him, I got a fair enough from him maybe once.
All right.
And I cannot for the life of me tell you what it was for, because I was so
you got it.
like, huh?
What?
No.
It shocked you.
I'm still shocked.
The racial discussions were the best with him, because they were always honest, and it was like
And he had such a different take on it, It wasn't just the company line of a white guy or a black guy or white guy and a black guy talking. It was just, this is Patrice and this is how he feels,
Right.
He clarified every point, so even if you didn't agree with it, you knew exactly where it came from, why he felt that way, the logical progression to the point.
He had great examples.
You always knew why, and so you couldn't just write it off as and dismiss it.
Great analogies.
That's exactly where that comes from.
That's why you could rarely win an argument with him on any level, because everything was so well thought out. And it's like, I would never think that far into anything. Like, it's like he thinks of 50 questions or a question and answers if you're going to think of 5 or 10 if you're the average person. I think of maybe 1 or 2 and I'm out. Like, what? Okay. I don't care.
The Audible is 7, 8, 9, and 10 right now. The 4 segments.
7, 8, 9, and 10. That's
7,
great.
8, 9, and 10.
Oh, great.
Probably
Good.
move up a little more today.
Audible.com
Audible.com/Patrice once again.
I wish they would have sold Tough Crowd. I wish that would have made it to DVD.
Yeah.
Because the Daily Show, they just never did
so
it.
do I.
Preach to the choir. We didn't fucking want to do that.
He bites his finger.
I'm glad Colin and Patrice cleared up whatever that
but that came out of nowhere. That was like the last time we saw Patrice on the radio.
The weirdest things happen
Fucked up.
leading up to those few days, and as time passes and I come back again, we'll talk about more. But so many weird things happen leading. It's sometimes, I don't want to get all spiritual and weird, but sometimes they say you're like your inside,
somewhere
your soul,
inside,
knows, and that Colin is the closest thing I think Patrice ever had, as far as he would always talk about never having a mentor, and I think he really, really looked up to Colin in a lot of ways. And those two together are just, anytime they were together is just annoying, because they would never acknowledge their man love. Last time I saw Colin with Patrice was when we were leaving from the Jay Moore podcast. And Colin was up next, and we were leaving out. And Patrice goes, "Oh, Colin, my girl loves you. My girl loves you. Take a picture. So in my head, I'm like, this means he loves you, Colin. This means he wants a picture.
Oh, shit.
And if you look at my Twitter, at Vonne DeCarlos, the pictures of those last pictures are up. I tweeted them that day. Me and Colin, and then Colin and Patrice. And that was the thought.
Wow,
it was like, here we go again. Every time we see Colin, it's like, oh, my girl loves you. My girl loves you.
Their
I'm like,
man love. Holy shit.
their man love. I think he had special man love with all of you.
They had a fun dynamic, though. It was like, because they're both very headstrong guys. Colin's very stubborn sometimes. And there's times where Colin's irrational. You know what I mean? And fucking, I knew that whole thing that happened between them, and I saw both of their
sides.
I thought Patrice should have backed off a little bit, and I thought Colin should have realized he was just kidding. It was like, two friends butting heads, but it was there for a while, even though they made up. But I was happy they spoke about it.
Yeah,
It was really, it just kind of felt like it came out
I
of
think
nowhere.
he was, too.
Yeah.
I know he was.
Oh, yeah, that shit always makes you feel better. It's just one less thing you got to fucking deal with.
And Colin knows it, too, which is better, that he knows that they spoke about it, so he doesn't have to...
Oh, fuck Colin.
Yeah. Well, yeah, completely.
It describes him so well when he said at the service that Patrice was probably in heaven trying to talk to God as an equal.
Oh, yeah. That was so fucking good,
How
man.
can you describe him any more accurately?
Yeah.
He really was. Colin really is the greatest profiler. I think that's what we all agreed on. He personality profiles.
Oh, yeah.
And relationship meaning the interaction between two people so immediately.
Oh, were you at Bobby's surprise party a few years ago? That small dinner.
Yeah, downstairs.
Yes.
Well, when we got there, I don't know what Patrice was yelling at me for that day on the way in. I'm sure I did something like talk too much for more than 2 seconds. And when we got there, he was saying something to Colin, and I know what it was. He says I repeat myself over and over as if he didn't fucking hear me the first time I say it too many times. And when we get there, he's like, yeah, Colin. And he's telling Colin the story about our drive into the city. And Colin folds his arms. He goes, yeah. And how do you think she feels when you say your shit for the 4th and 5th and 6th time? You think she wants to hear that shit? And I'm like,
man.
I do love you, Colin. Because Patrice repeats himself too, but he thinks, he would tell me, well, that's because you don't get it. And, a lot of times he was right.
But on the other hand, it is true where it's like, well, you're not listening. That's why I repeat myself.
Well, no, I repeat myself because I'm not sure if I said it right the first time. So, he knew that, and he just wanted me to shut the fuck up. So,
just shut the fuck
like
up.
I said, he was mostly right all the time.
Oh, man.
We all like to hear ourselves talk. I know I do. That's why I just jumped in. I have nothing to say there. But it was too much time without Jim Norton. That hurts the ratings.
Good boy, Jimmy. Good boy.
Dose of Jimmy.
Gold star Jimmy.
Well,
we have to plug everything.
Funny.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Before we wrap up for the end of the year, let's wrap up. A couple of things I want to plug.
Christmas.
Bob Kelly, New Year's Eve, The Stress
Don't do
Factory. And he will be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Yes.
And I just keep forgetting. I'm looking at my phone because he texted me. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
That was the funniest
It was a great
song.
phone call.
That was a
I want to
great-
thank Robert for calling.
January 7th, wilburtheater.com up in Boston.
Yeah.
So if you're from Boston, go up and see Bobby. He's great.
Yeah.
And, of course...
what is Jonathan promoting?
Jonathan...
A government takeover in North Africa? Where is
he?
he?
A cartoon about clitoral circumcision.
Oh, good. So he's plugging that.
Yes, in the Congo.
God, I hope he comes home
Alive.
alive.
At least I hope he
guess he
fucking
will
signs
come
up my
home no matter
special.
what,
Yeah.
but hopefully alive.
Yeah.
And
He's crazy.
and audible.com/Patrice for the 20 hours, 16 hours for $20, or you could just buy, if you're a chiseler, buy it in sections. Fucking assholes.
Get the whole thing.
Buy it all.
Buy it all.
Because a lot of people ask, what could they do? This
That's what
is
you
something
can
you
do.
can do if you have the money. It's going toward a great cause, obviously.
towards Patrice's
Everyone
family.
that Patrice loved.
And you
And
get all
also-
this
love
great
Patrice.
content.
And Mr.
Yeah.
P, there's the CD, which obviously not released yet. You can pre-order iTunes and on Amazon. And Jason and those guys did the right thing because they actually switched the deal so the family got more money. I mean, they did a good.
Yes.
They
A
were
lot of people
really
stepped up,
A
man.
lot of people.
Stepped up.
And
Amazing,
if I can, I forgot to mention, and I'm probably a ton of people, but thank you to Dr. Steve, too.
Oh yeah, he sends texts.
He's
He's great.
No words.
A Dr. Steve.
Yeah, he's creepy. I think that's the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
He's creepy. You know,
That's one word.
Yeah.
No, that's how I would describe all of my new husband.
The cookies have no fluid in them. That's why they're dry.
They could use more fluid.
Yeah, you could probably eat those, and you're going to get diverticulitis.
And Vonne, Twitter again is Vonne DeCarlo.
Yeah, VONDECARLO.
Just VON. Okay.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Nice. Yeah.
What,
Say hi.
what are you releasing?
Oh, my humble little project. Actually, Patrice co-executive produced my album project. I wrote the music for Elephant in a Room, and then after that, I was working on my own album project. And a couple days actually before he had the stroke, he actually hired a publicist to try and help me, promote it and everything. He was very supportive, and it was quietly released on his birthday.
Hey.
Yeah, it was scheduled for that day anyway, and I was going to do this big album release party and disguise it because I really wanted to have a birthday party for him. But I didn't get to do that. But anyway, but I would say that I'm still here to do another album if my project doesn't do well. So if you got $10 to spend on my album, change it over and spend it on Mr. P or Audible. Or, my purpose is to keep his voice alive as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm still here. If, like I said, if my project doesn't do well, I could do another one. He's not here to do another one, and I want to make sure that his voice stays out.
Right, people want to hear
as
it.
much as
That's
possible.
for sure, man.
Absolutely.
What is the name of
Thanks for
Where's the name of
mentioning
your album? Where can you get it?
Honest Righteousness is on. Actually, that Honest Righteousness I wrote is the title track, and the video is out. I posted a link to my YouTube on my Twitter earlier, and that's the song I wrote about Patrice, and he actually called it the Stalker song.
Puts it in the most simplistic terms, yeah.
I wrote about my honest feelings for him, and he would always say, be honest, be righteous. And, I wrote a song about it, and then he called me a stalker.
That's terrible.
So typical. But exactly. But thanks for even mentioning it. I really want to, make sure that his stuff is. See, that's 3. I repeated myself.
It's all good.
That's okay.
Don't worry.
I would never want a woman to write a song about me because nobody wants to hear a song called Erection Difficulties. You can't make me come, dum-dum.
The anti-stalker song.
Oh, it'd be awful.
The running away.
The Why I'm Leaving song.
But if you go to my website, there's links for my stuff, Patrice's stuff.
For everything.
Twitter. I also have always ran Patrice's Facebook, and sometimes I would post tweets for him when he couldn't post like dates and stuff. So I do his Twitter now, and I know some people get creeped out, but if you just look at the bio, I say that it's me keeping his Twitter page in honor of him and to give information to his fans.
Sure.
I'm not posting anything like, hey, I read a book today. It's all Patrice stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to know what I'm reading or what I'm doing, go to my Twitter. But
info on his
is
projects.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
right.
don't get creeped out. It's not him tweeting from heaven. It's just me here on Earth, lonely and just being a Twitter whore.
You're going to have to come back, man.
Oh, thank you. I want to
Abso-fucking-lutely.
come back definitely right before it releases.
Yeah.
Jonathan and I are planning to do a huge album release party for Mr. P. So hopefully you guys can come to that. I don't know when it's going to be, but when I come back, I should have more information.
I'm sure Jonathan will have it in Tripoli.
Yeah.
If he survives, I'm so worried about my other husband.
If his head is attached to his body, there'll be a great album release party. He makes it back alive from the fucking Ivory Coast.
Doesn't get lungworm or some foreign disease.
What is he doing? We all have anxiety now.
Just
Enough already, Jonathan. We get it. You like to explore.
Yes, thank you, Opie. We
Fuck.
get it.
Enough already. Needs a hug.
Tourism. He actually told me, he said, if it's safe and everything and they want tourism, I could definitely book you and you could like perform. And I'm like,
great.
Great.
That's
you
good.
want me to perform in Africa?
Yeah.
You'd be a
okay.
queen.
I guess
Yeah,
no one
before you
else
know
wants
it,
me.
you're using
You'd be a
arranged
queen.
marriage.
Yeah.
And you're, oh,
I
God.
like black guys, but I like American.
Without assault rifles.
All right, we're gonna start our little thing here. So we'll see you guys soon.
Good seeing you
Everyone
guys.
good? Everyone good?
Thank you.
No
problem.
Vonne DeCarlos, everyone.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Have
Vonne.
a safe holiday. We'll see you guys in 2012 when the world ends.
Oh God, thank you.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.